There it is. Okay. It just kept showing you as offline for me, and I'm like, I guess we're not here.
We're here now. Shall we go? Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Then I say let's get straight to Space Junkin. Oh, excuse me, that's on the wrong screen. Go over there. Hello,
I
everyone.
told
Okay, sir.
Wait, hold on.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Wasn't me.
Oh God. Oh, there we go. That should be fixed. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Let
Where's my
me
chat?
pause this music and let's get started.
There we go. Dinosaurs here.
So, as a brief reminder of what happened on our last session, you were swallowed by a space whale and subsequently escaped by giving it severe indigestion, I would say.
Thank you. I like it. I like it.
And definitely looting the
Just
places you went. Just grabbing everything. Even people.
hey, we're not killer robots. We only kill if they start it.
I resent that. I think I'm a killer robot.
This is true, Rolly. Resentment accepted and valid.
Well, over the last, I'd say, oh, it looks like I forgot to reveal this last time we were over here. Let me drag you guys over to the big old map. Hello.
Hello, big old map.
That's literally in the wrong place. Don't you love that?
Yeah, so is my monitor. How did you know? Literally in the wrong place.
That's supposed to be over there. But I was about to reveal some stuff. Because you guys had taken a particular path to get to the place you were last, which was that moon. You may or may not recall. That had the constructs and the alien and that removed
6 times.
your stuff, your
For the aliens.
problems. I forgot to reveal this, so I'm doing that real quick, and then I'll get back to what I was saying. So you guys were way over there. Since then, you guys have obviously traveled quite some distance, been swallowed by the aforementioned space whale, and after you guys were spat back out, you had a number of new crew members, including the mechanic by the name of I-10. That's A-Y space T-E-N. So his first name is I. Who in the subsequent months has, I believe, given a number of you some upgrades that we don't necessarily need to discuss unless you'd like to, I don't know, just walk up to your friends and be like, I can do this now. But that's up to you guys.
B2 Drunk 2 has hella hosted karaoke parties, so everybody knows. Everybody knows.
I'm a living weapon.
Rolly over here like, the feeling is mutual. I imagine how, like, basically, and it's up to you if this is the case, Mala, but I imagine how yours works is you just, like, unfold into, like, a full speaker system.
Yep, I'm okay with that.
With just, like, a keg sitting in the center.
Boom, 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 boom. I can be a DJ and a karaoke machine.
100%. And the last bot did end up activating in that time period. If anybody, before you guys discuss the next mission with Ardent, would like to go actually have a conversation with I-10 or any of the other crew members or the newly activated bot, that's perfectly all right.
Last week, I did discuss, or I put into the comments, that I want to teach a mini bartender, so there's always a party on the booze bar, even when I'm away.
You did mention that, and I may have forgotten to respond. That's more than possible.
I
What
forgot to bring it up again. I got excited about karaoke machine.
I was going to mention that you can absolutely do that, especially if you wanted to teach one of the waiter, like the waiter bots. I have their
That's fine with me.
names listed down, but I guess the question is, would you want to risk the loud prankster or the quiet one as the one you teach how to make? You want the prankster? All right. You've been teaching
Live life
the
dangerously.
the prankster to 10 bar, which from everything you've seen, he does a great job right up until he puts surprise sparklers in your whiskey shot.
Yeah, boy.
I'm down for this party. I've got no face to burn off. We're good.
Absolutely.
Watch
But
by spark. That's it. It's the comment.
but oh, that's not gonna work. I just won't do that. In the meantime, was there anything anyone else wanted to do over the course of this? What seems to be a ever growing, like in length journey. It's been like 2 weeks since you were spat out of a whale, and the last thing you heard from Ardent was, "I'm trying to get a hold of someone."
We're still looking for that coveted third signature, right?
Yep,
Or second signature?
third one, yeah, the final one.
Third.
But it's a relatively quiet ship. Everybody's pretty much been doing any designated jobs. There are, at this point, quite a lot of small, like differently shaped animal figurines across the entirety of the ship. There was at one point one that was just like I'm sure you guys have seen them, like the like huge like bear carvings that was just sitting in the corridor at one point. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, like those guys. But they now adorn the ship pretty heavily after weeks of travel.
This is my favorite timeline. Surrounded by bears.
But even like the small occasional pranks are usually cleaned up fairly easily with just a relatively uneventful time. So in that set of 2 weeks, if nobody wants to do anything, you guys can be basically called in by Ardent to have a conversation.
We had some stuff to repair, right? At least was it on the ship?
It was on the ship. Or was it that other? No, that was the other part being added to the ship. So either way, it is the ship.
Yeah, and also you guys found a broken hollow belt.
Yeah.
Right.
If you guys wanted to
Crystal.
have somebody fix that. Oh, and the crystal. If you wanted to do something with that.
Oh, the crystal. What was that again? I'm trying to remember. Oh, it's for
Power source, right? Yeah.
crystal blades. Oh, sick. We should fix the belt. Make sure that's taken care of, and maybe see if there's anything we can do with this crystal power source.
Absolutely. Would you like to talk to your engineers to see if they can potentially incorporate that into the ship itself or something to that effect?
Oh, supercharged ship. Would that be cool?
Yeah, think of
I'm
how loud we can boost the speakers.
Oh.
Can I plug into it? Of course, I'm a droid.
Plug it into the right connector.
We won't have neighbors on this spaceship to piss off.
If you plug it in, the power source, it'll make your drinks a little extra fizzy. It's the power of crystals.
In space, no one can hear you party.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can absolutely take it down, or I'm sorry, I guess technically up to your engineers, and have a conversation with them.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
My dog is making noise. What's up?
Trying to find my notes from last session, but I don't remember where I put them. And what
We
book I
saw
was
them.
using.
Oh yeah, that was the belly of. I forgot that we also almost had set everything on fire with acid. That was fun.
Yeah. You guys can absolutely go into engineering. You guys head up there. Just the door slides open, and you see the two engineers standing at their stations. Well, you see one of them. Currently, you see Mason. Assuming you're on a first name basis, that is.
Well, we are. They aren't.
Fair.
What was the new droid's name again? Now that I have my notes.
So it might be fun to play that out. You guys actually meeting him for the first time and having a conversation with him.
Yeah, he's the one who just woke up, right?
Yeah, so we can do that after this.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Mason turns and goes, is the captain with you? Sorry?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm a captain. What can I do for you?
No, that was me checking if you were all three together or if only the two of them went. And he turns and he goes, Captain?
Yes.
Did you need something? You're focused on your notes. You don't even know what we're doing.
No. I found it. I'm proud of myself, and I apologize.
You found
I
your notes?
forgot
Okay.
What are we doing?
I think we're gonna ask engineering specifically about the crystalline crystal power source and integrating it into the ship. See if we can do something.
Vinci, you got this. It was your. I trust Vinci. Vinci's got it.
This is all Vinci. All right.
Vinci craves violence.
Yes, sir? What did you want to show me?
Oh yeah, we got this crystalline crystal. I don't know how you say it. English isn't real. Power source, and I was wondering if there is a cool way to integrate it into the ship. Maybe one of the weapons, shields. I don't know how it works.
I can take a look at it. No problem. Yeah, he takes it from you and he heads to the like central like terminal in the middle of the room, and he sets it on top of what looks like a scanner. And he's sort of just like reading the display.
What does it say?
Well, it is. It appears to be a very powerful and old variation of a arcane fuel cell.
What do you do with that? Arcane sounds magical.
Absolutely magical. Some ships can are designed to run on them. There are some weapons that use them. This ship doesn't have anything that's currently set up to use them. In the case of this one, I imagine it would probably supply a great deal of power. Mostly the issue that you have is the difficulty in refueling them, especially one like this that's set in some sort of crystalline structure. It's hard enough to refuel arcane fuel cells. This is a whole nother level. So
What do you do with it?
I mean, you can do. I mean, you can do a whole lot of things.
We refuel it with blood
The blood of our enemies?
or friends.
There's usually a few ways to refuel it. Some planets, those especially like saturated in magical energies, might have certain places you can place the different fuel cells, and they will sort of passively absorb magic over time. But that is very, very time consuming. There's a lot of places where some hard up lower level mages will spend time charging your fuel cells and things for you. I don't know that one of them would be able to charge this, however. I will note this is currently at 37% of its full capacity, so there's still something in there. But it's also about 1,000 times more effective than anything we have today. Where did you find this?
So it's older but more effective. Did I hear that correctly?
Well, it's certainly nothing made by any humans or any of the other races that I'm aware of. Maybe the Peblin would have some knowledge of it. They do construct things out of more natural materials like crystals and stone.
My
found
droid
this.
brain is having a hard time computing, but we'll go with it.
We found this in the whale, right?
Yeah, this was on an ancient, like, crystalline ship inside the whale.
We found
Remember, we fought the crystalline assholes.
Yeah, we found this in an ancient whale's stomach,
Hmm.
and it ate an ancient crystalline ship. And we took it.
Ah, well, it's a shame that I can't see the ship itself, but I suppose I'll have to go by this. Did you happen to recover anything else from that ship?
Ooh, a holographic belt. It's broken.
That was from a different ship, just as a reminder.
Oh, yeah. Was
It
there...
also worked from the same ship.
Was
So,
that the only thing we found on that ship?
I think you guys took the crystal blades, right? You, like, broke them off their arms or whatever. Is that what happened?
Yes. Rolly
Yeah.
needed them.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that
I believe
tracks.
For Rolly to get weaponized.
I mean, if you have the crystalline blades, might I take a look at them?
Yeah, I can't do anything with them right now anyway, so.
Absolutely. Yeah, he sort of shifts the like fuel cell further back and places one of the blades on the scanner. I have no idea who could have made these, but these are very intricately created, much like any like sort of motions towards the crystalline power cell. Much like that, it is suffused with magic. And
Magic is just science, isn't it? Science rules.
it's like an alternate power source would be the best way to view it. Some people just have easier access to it than others. I, for example, could absolutely build a machine to access magic, but I have no real need for that, and it would be far too time-consuming. But there are mages all over the universe that can tap into it without any need for such a thing. I would imagine that was the whole like creature you got this from made of this crystal?
I think it was just the ship, right?
Maybe the ship
No, there
was
was
a
the
creature.
warriors.
Yeah, the warriors. There's
Oh
the,
yeah,
ship,
the blades. Yeah.
the warriors. It's.
I don't remember what they were made out of.
think
We ripped
the-
them off of sweet guys, and I don't remember what they were made of. But we thought Rolly needed them in his life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if it's something you're interested in, I'm sure I-10 could absolutely incorporate them into your other weaponry. You'd have to speak to him, however.
Oh, I'm definitely down for that.
But like I said, they're suffused with magic. They definitely have an easier time cutting anything, just about anything. They're incredibly sharp. And
Yeah, be careful with that.
So you say their name was I-10?
yeah, AY. So I is the first name, and then 10 TEN is the last name.
Gotcha, thank you.
But I think just mostly being more effective is the only real benefit they provide you. Which maybe you need that. Could always.
Rolly's pretty effective.
More effective.
No argument here. I mean, don't get me wrong when I say this. I'm over it, but you guys did take down the entire squad that was except for our captain, or I guess our lieutenant, as we were trying to desert. So it's got to be
We are
something
pretty
to that.
badass, aren't we?
I mean, it's only the three of you, and that was like 15 total people. Although to be
Are
fair,
you still scared of us,
Are you?
have a drink.
Are you attempting to make me scared? I feel like there's nothing you would do to me unless you both decided you decided you didn't need me, and I fucked up. And I'm fairly certain I haven't done that, right?
Oh, you're doing
Don't
good.
fuck up, and then you'll get my wrath. But no, you're good. Have a drink. I hand him his favorite drink, which I'm sure I know by now.
Cheers, Captain. And I'm sure the entire crew is used to just having occasional alcoholic beverages throughout the day.
Yes.
Often completely unprompted. I can even picture you just like rolling down a hallway and passing two people, stopping, turning, giving them alcoholic beverages, and rolling away.
Programming, yes.
I mean, fair.
I see nothing wrong with this, and I don't think very many people do either.
As for what you could do with this fuel cell, if you found a weapon that ran off of arcane fuel cells, it would probably power that for a lot longer. It might have to be slightly modified to be able to actually take the crystal itself in. It is a bit larger than most of our arcane fuel cells, and it doesn't have any like actual port on it to absorb the magic, which means it was probably done just passively through whatever mechanism it was installed in. Again, quite impressive that it could just be passively, that the magic could just be passively absorbed like that. If you would like, I could certainly find something, or excuse me, I could certainly design something to drain it and put its power into standard arcane fuel cells.
Just roll.
Go on.
It would be a lot easier for us to utilize it in that manner. And I imagine this would probably fill almost 4 of them. It'll take me a few days to actually construct it. And then I've got to make the fuel cells themselves because we don't have any on hand. All in all, I could probably have a full fuel cell for you in 2 weeks. And it'll take a bit longer to get the rest done.
Okay.
I'm good. Take what time you need. Just get it done. So you don't get my wrath.
Absolutely. I can I can definitely bring in Audrey on this, and it'll get done a little bit faster, but mostly she'll just be a second set of eyes to make sure I don't make any mistakes.
I can't be serious about being a hard ass.
I assume you're saying that in character.
Yes. Do what you need to. And I give him another drink. And I roll away. You guys don't have to come with me.
So the captain turns some wheels out, and he like holds up a hand and goes, "Who should I report to when the fuel cell's ready?"
Vinci, you want him to report to you, or do you want him to report to me?
You can report to me. I'm very tall and recognizable.
All right, I'll let you know when it's ready.
Heck.
I love a Vinci. I've missed a Vinci.
All right, so we can sort of fade from that scene and have the brief bit of a flashback, because it was maybe 2 days after you guys came back on the ship after you escaped the whale that the other bot became active, and because you, unlike the time before that, were actually on the ship when it occurred. Excuse me. I imagine you guys went there immediately to see what was going on.
Yeah.
What you see is a taller figure, maybe not quite as tall as Vinci. Like 6.5 feet tall, like a sleek, robotic figure. Appears to be dressed in some kind of robes, which is interesting enough as it is. And he appears to just be, I guess by your eyes, sitting and staring at a wall.
Does he have a personality chip? Maybe that's what he's programmed to do. We should go say hi.
Let's go say hi.
Walk over,
I like-
little tippy tap. Say, what's up, bud?
How's it hanging?
Hello.
Hello.
He seems to be assessing each of you, and he looks down at Rolly. Am I to assume that you're the cause of my awakening?
Yes.
Good morning.
I'm still not quite sure what to make of it, but I certainly appreciate it.
Are you asleep against your will, or do you just like sleeping and staring out windows? This seems kind of boring.
I was thinking, assessing my current situation.
Like a flashback?
Why would you awaken me?
That's just asking why begs the question, why not?
Cheers to that, Vinci. Why not wake you? We had nothing else better to do, so
I certainly like this perspective.
why not wake you?
Why not?
Like, it's the knowledge.
I did not catch any of your names. I'm sorry.
I'm Vinci. This is Rolly, and this is our captain, B2 Drunk 2.
Me too, drunk too. Here's a drink. I don't know what you like yet, but let's go with this as a way to gauge.
He sort of tilts his head, and he takes the beverage, whatever it is that you handed him, and he goes, what did you say this was?
It is a Long Island iced tea.
So long.
Interesting.
It's an old human drink. It's like what they served in all the bars.
I find myself struggling to decide whether or not I should drink this. I have many different codes and edicts from cultures all across the galaxy in my mind.
Do any of them like alcohol? Go with those ones. Go with those codes and edicts. Drink up.
Quite a few of them. Alright, I'll give it a shot.
I have one with them, and I also give Rolly and Vinci a drink as well.
Yeah, son.
All right.
You know,
Cheers to new friendships!
cheers indeed. It's an interesting experience. Might I have something different to compare it to?
What is your favorite edict that goes through your brain? What is that your favorite culture?
Ancient Greece.
I go through my database and I pull a traditional ancient Greek inspired cocktail and I give it to him. Or her. Is it a her or him? Or non-binary? We don't know yet,
Unsure
right?
at the moment. I keep saying him because I guess I'm just used to doing that for everything. Sorry.
We killed somebody in ancient Greece once.
Nice.
I'm not surprised.
I mean, it was Vinci.
Oh, haha, I get it. It's a good time.
I certainly think these beverages of yours are something I'm going to enjoy.
Good. I like to make them. Have you ever heard of karaoke?
Not that I can recall.
Karaoke is where you sing and you get drunk and you have fun and sometimes you make an ass of yourself. But guess what we can do now anywhere we go? Karaoke speakers!
He just like unfolds.
And my just yeah, I unfold. And my display it comes out, and it's got, we'll go with Spice Girls, their original single. It comes out, I wanna, and I'm singing with it. I'm
Beautiful.
bopping the best I can. I was gonna say I'm dancing, but I have speakers and I'm a robot that doesn't have legs, so.
Ah. The majority of these edicts speak of music for celebration. Is that what this is? A celebration?
Yes!
Celebration of awakening
What are you celebrating, Vinci?
is awakening. He's here. That's pretty neat.
Rolly, what are you celebrating?
I can become one with the shadows.
It's like something a kid would tell you after you watched a ton of Naruto.
A technique such as that certainly seems something to celebrate. And he goes to drink the now empty cup.
I
May I have
refill it
another?
before. Yes, sir. You, sir, or ma'am, may be one of those that I need to keep it coming, and I'm okay with that. Do you want another one, or do you want the same?
Let's try something else. I like trying new things. Although this is the first time I've tried new things, so...
Should I surprise you, or do you want to give me another culture you admire?
Surprise me.
I make something fruity and tropical.
I'm starting to think I
Now,
might just...
that's a party in a glass.
I'm starting to think I might just like everything.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. We'll see if you like this one. I start making, we'll go with the Jaeger bomb, because I fucking hate Jaeger, personally. It's definitely a you love it or you hate it drink, so. And I explain about how it explodes and you have to drink it really quick.
Fascinating. Almost like a test.
It is a test. It is a test with a reward whether you suck at it or not.
Thank you. Is there some designation you wish to give me?
A name?
I look up
A
at
name.
Vinci, I look down at Rolly.
Or shall I just stick with my previous designation?
What was your previous designation? Where are you going?
I've never had any other any need for any other designation than master.
Well, what are
Call you
your
faster if you want.
what are your capabilities? What were you built for?
I was built to teach anyone, I would suppose, who asked, ancient techniques of fighting, different martial arts from species from across as many worlds as I can count.
I think Master is a good name. What if we call you Chop? Because isn't there a chopping motion when flesh bags hit sometimes?
Occasionally.
Do you want to be called Chop, or do you want to do something different? Like, options are endless.
Yeah, you like said you
red.
like trying new things. Why not a new designation?
I will say you can't be Steve. Steve's one of our dearest friends who's departed, and out of respect, I do ask that you don't be Steve. That's the only thing off limit. His name was Steve, right?
Yeah.
That's fair. Might have to think about it.
Think on it. Let us know.
I'll be sure to do that when I come up with something. And there you go. That was the last of the personality chips to activate.
Nice.
Maybe he can teach us to kung fu fight.
Oh,
We learn how to flip.
we can throw Roly like what are the throwing stars?
Roly, can we throw you?
I
Shuriken?
feel like we've done.
Yeah.
I think you have.
Yeah, absolutely. So, would you guys like to skip forward to where you are called to the bridge by Ardent?
Yeah.
I think for
Let's go.
the sake of like keeping things fairly straightforward, this probably happens shortly after you guys leave engineering. Oops. You guys get the call. Can the captain and the rest of the bridge crew please come to the bridge?
Think we're needed, guys.
Let's go.
Give another drink to. I line up 3 drinks for our new friend who is not yet named, of different ones. And I'm aiming to find one he doesn't like, so they're all really bad.
You come in to see Ardent staring down at his console. Well, I've found the place to get our next signature.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad we keep you around.
So
you
am
are
I.
definitely useful of flesh bags we have ever met. And you're nice, which we greatly appreciate.
Well, you've all been relatively nice to me, so I can't say that there's any reason not to be to you. In any case, it's a bit more of a journey, another few weeks away, but we have to head to find someone. The very person we need the signature from, in fact, as she's currently the only person with a high enough rank to give one that's not engaged in an all-out conflict with the flesh things.
Where's she at? What's her name? What's her deal?
Well, we're headed to. My notes are a mess. Hold on. We're headed to Idea, specifically a colony by the name of Ukraine, which is going to be a bit problematic, given that they're technically not part of the Alliance, even though they are in Alliance space. And they don't like the Alliance much. Which, that shouldn't be a problem for us, because, you know, we're not Alliance. And the ship no longer looks like it is either. So, at least in that capacity, we shouldn't have a problem. But we need to find General Elix Kane. Anybody want to do a history check if you got it? See if you know who that is.
Definitely don't have it.
I could do it. I won't do it well though, but that doesn't ever stop.
It's only just be an intelligence check if you don't have it.
I do a Google search on the computer.
Oh, you just want to turn around and like type the name into the system? Yeah,
Yes.
Vinci, you've got no idea.
Vinci don't think much, but
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, so might seem a bit weird, but we'll do it as a perception check as you're searching the system.
Which is wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom.
I will take a 20.
I'll probably give you a bit more information about it in a minute, but the first thing that effectively comes up is that just like because you're googling it, right? You just get a bunch of news articles about how about like whatever happened to General Elix Kane. Where did the youngest general in Alliance history go? Just a bunch of like news articles.
Arden, I don't know if this person's alive, but here's a drink to celebrate she is or not, whatever, or grieve. I'm saying as I'm reading.
We shall celebrate or grieve their life or death.
According to however you feel in this moment, as you are our friend. And I don't know this person.
Well, she left the limelight to go on a bit of a mission, according to her assistant, Arissa Vallon. But we need to go get her back because she doesn't, as far as the higher ups are aware, she doesn't know about the current situation against the Ascaraphage.
We can do a play and explain everything. That'll be fun. And I can do sound effects.
But she is undercover, so that's part of where the complications come in. She's currently on a mission to attempt to convince the the Order of the Eldritch Spire to join the Alliance.
Now, here's my conundrum. If we go and they don't know of these flesh-eating creatures, I'm not opposed to staying where they're at. But I'm sure we have to come back and turn in these signatures somewhere, right?
Yep. So we can always go back there afterward, if you like it. Personally,
I kind of like the idea of not fighting those things anymore.
Yeah, those are icky.
Personally, I've never been the biggest fan of you, Cray. Very bright. Lots of neon lights.
I like neon lights.
Well, until you get to the underside, but that's a different conversation. Part of...
Well, we can figure that out later.
In any case, she is currently under the alias of Madrix. I don't really have the exact details of what she's doing, just that she will be at a what's it called? Some sort of nightclub by the name of the Neon Oracle.
Is this one I've heard of in my professional career?
You've definitely heard mention of it, but usually it's from people talking about how it's basically the only reputable bar in a place of like scum and villainy.
Okay.
But it definitely seemed like they were using the phrase reputable loosely. Other
In
than that,
comparison to the other available options on the planet.
pretty much, yeah. In any case, she left on her mission 8 months ago, and there's been absolutely no communication since then, which isn't itself a big surprise. There was just no expectation of such a great threat coming while she was away. I can head there now if you'd like, or it's going to take a very long time to find anybody else. What would you like to do?
Put it for a vote. Vinci, Rolly, should we do it? I vote do it.
Here's my idea. Why don't you start a search, and we'll go. Just in case we get there, there's something's screwy, or we don't succeed. Then the search will have been started already.
Well, B2, would you like to keep scrolling on these search results? Pass all
On
the
information for her,
yeah,
her,
for her.
or
Yeah, information of her.
Well, I got time to kill, so why not? I make myself a hot drink, like a Irish cream coffee, and just sit there with this hot beverage.
And just sort of scroll through. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
so I think Ardent will just go. So basically, what we need to do once we get there is we need to find her, preferably without blowing her cover, inform her of the situation, and help her finish her mission if we can. And
Yeah.
if possible, get her out of there by any means necessary, short of anchoring the Eldritch Spire.
Oh, it's fine. I'm in tight with them now.
What?
Don't hold me to that.
Don't
I mostly talk out my ass. And as I don't have any corners, I'm ass all the way around.
Really?
That works, right?
Really got back.
all back. That's about it. I suppose take the time that you need to prepare. It is a place run by technomancers, so there will probably be a lot of magic users there, which is a bit of an issue for robots such as yourself, as they hit just as hard as anything else.
Computers, that's okay.
I look into more of the planet and some of the other crime options now that I'm like, I can use Google. I researched the planet.
Yeah, so we'll sort of like start briefly, and I don't know if people are going to like read over your shoulder for this, or you'll tell them later, or they don't want to know at all.
I was thinking what I'll do is important information. I'll boop to my droid peeps.
Oh, fair. Just send like a bullet point like review of everything you read.
Yeah, they're like, all right,
Over the
important
Wi-Fi.
note. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah. So let me scroll down to. Yeah. So General Elix Kane was the youngest general. Is the youngest general in Alliance history. She became a general after the last Alliance war with the Rarkuda. Which it's up to you. Do you click that little like blue lined, underlined like name Rarkuda? Are you like, what's that? And click on it and go see what that is.
That's what I do. Ooh, something new. Shiny.
Yeah. So the Rarkuda are basically very large, like alien bear-like creatures that have like a thick carapace instead of like a hide like a bear would, and then a shell on their back. They typically live just
Turtle
on the turtle bears. Yeah, basically. They basically live on the outskirts of like solar systems, just on like that like gap of darkness with like just a few like floating debris around in it. So they are pretty sensitive to like light and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But aside from those just like basic details, not really that much is known about them. The war with the Alliance basically came about because they were mining the asteroids out in that like sort of like expanse area, not realizing that a lot of them were actually homes to the Rarkuda. So, as they say in Futurama, war were declared.
War were declared. Okay.
But they're just not much known about them because they're out there. There's basically like numerous like I'm sure you've done Google searches and seen like articles and just like read the title and then scrolled past before. Just like a ton of like things like why I keep losing my train of thought. I apologize. Why the general was never punished for her like quote unquote crimes, as people try to paint them as, stuff like that. And you sort of like skim through these articles and get the idea that effectively what happened was during that war, Kane lied about her age to join the Alliance military when she was 14. And
Ooh, I like it.
after the 3 years of using her natural magical abilities on the battlefield, she ended up becoming a war hero by the end of the war. So I said after 3 years. I don't know why I said that. By the end of the war, she ended up becoming a war hero. And was promoted to captain at the age of 20. Shortly thereafter, the knowledge of her lying about her age came out. But given her contribution to the war effort, she was effectively pardoned for that.
And she's a badass.
Undeniably.
I wouldn't want her angry at me. That's what I'm gathering.
She continued
You
to...
want a job with us.
Right. She eventually rose to become a general after proving the power of her particular magical technique known as arcane brawling. And she did so by using it to single-handedly defeat an experimental battle mech. So she used the fact that she was a general and a war hero to convince the Alliance to form a... I lost the name of it. Yeah. To form the Arcane Arms Training Academy over the course of the last 8 years, so leading up to 8 months ago, give or take. That school saw 2,000 graduates, in large part because of how complicated the techniques necessary for mastering the arcane brawling is.
So she just barely left and missed all of this shit.
Yep, and then shortly after opening that school and training from it for training people in it for a few years, she ended up leaving on this mission. And the other thing you wanted to look up was just like other crime lords and stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
You find it a bit difficult to get information at all, really, on the crime lords themselves. You basically find a few names, like Ozcrit. How do you spell that? I know somebody's going to ask. Let me find it. Did I say Oz? Yeah, Ozcrit. Which is OZ is obviously his first name, and then his last name is Crit, Krit. You also find the... now that I realize this, it actually sounds very similar. Akriz, who is another species you probably haven't heard of by the name of Rozkin. But they are both the major smugglers in the area. The primary difference is Akriz is basically brutal and kills the majority of his opposition without remorse, whereas Ozcrit is a lot more like, I guess, you like a Han Solo type, right? Just sort of chill about it. That is the vast majority of the information you're able to find. If you wanted information on the Rozkin, they're four-armed bug people.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Rolly was just adjusting his fluid levels and such.
It's important.
The battle early.
Well, that's pretty much it for that information phase, if none of you have any questions about any of it. Although if you do, let me know. The mission or any of the information you've been given or anything.
I share all of it.
Fair? Fair.
Sure.
Well, given Ardent sort of like turns around in his chair and he goes, "Well, given my past as a smuggler, would you like me to accompany you?"
Arden, I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
I'm a good liar, but I don't know anything about smuggling.
Well, I've
So
been here
I
plenty of
think
times. Been there plenty of times.
I may have to be smuggled if they're anti-robots.
Not at all.
There's
I'm
a
gonna-
problem if they're anti-robots, because we are a lot of robots.
Mhm.
No, not at all. They have no real issue with robots. They're a lot more of the mindset of sort of unification. Is that the word here?
That's close enough.
Organics.
And we want
and-
Let's play again. Why? They don't have those things there. They like robots. Now I'm gonna just say robots because of you, Rolly.
Early robot.
Well, certainly being led by a bunch of technomancers, it doesn't really serve them to be all that opposed to robots at all. I mean, I know a number of the technomancers on the Eldritch Spire, in the Eldritch Spire, because it's the council, basically, have had their souls transferred into robots, so...
Do you think I could have a fleshbag soul in with my soul? Do I have a soul? Do we have souls, Da Vinci? Vinci.
You know, I was named after the great swole master Leonardo da Vinci, so it's okay. It happens. You get a soul inside of your body. Is that a roommate?
Yeah, inquiring minds want to know. I'm asking for myself.
I think you have a roommate then, right?
To say the least. Well,
Like a forever roommate?
that's of course assuming you have a personality chip at all. I'm fairly
You
certain...
have your best friend with you at all times. That sounds amazing.
I would
We will
certainly hope they are your best friend if they're spending their time having their soul inside you.
We'd never have a Steve incident again.
I know. Rest in peace, Steve.
Oh.
Wait. We
Art,
might
if
still
you're
have
about
that.
to die, do you want us to transfer your soul into one of us?
Who's your favorite?
You know, I'd never really thought about that before, honestly. And
The
I
thought
might
just
have
crossed
to.
my mind.
I might have to think about it because that's a whole new idea for me. Anyways, what I was saying was, to my knowledge, at least those on the Council of the Eldritch Spire, they are in bots that don't even have a slot for a personality chip.
They like possessed?
I mean, I suppose in a way it's like they've possessed a vaguely person-shaped pile of metal.
Can they possess us?
Not without difficulty.
I'll throw myself off of a cliff if they try it. It's fine.
But not if you try Ardent. I think Vinci'd be okay with that.
If it was you, it'd be okay.
That's reassuring. Well, I suppose it's best for us to prepare and then head there as soon as possible. Shall we max out our speed, Captain?
Pilot!
Well then, I'll be sure to do that. He sort of just like turns, hits a few buttons, and you feel like a jolt as the ship just goes just a bit faster. You're like, was that like that much faster? Hard to tell. It's like once you get to a certain speed, it kind of just feels like you're floating. Yeah, I think we'll be there in maybe 21 days. 20?
Maybe my crystal knives will be ready to ready to go by then.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I suppose while we're warping there, I will tell you how that plays out. Basically, what I-10 would like to do for you is add them as an option you can switch to from your phase blade, sort of just rotate it out.
Okay.
It would be a bonus action to actually change the weapon itself, though, to change from a phase blade to the crystal blade. And the crystal blade is a... yeah, let's see. I can just send it to you in Discord, maybe. I can't, because the stream can see Discord. In any case, so if you're cool with that, and if you don't have any issue with like that being a swap thing,
Oh yeah, yeah.
then it will
No
still be like
issue.
a perfectly concealed weapon, same as the one that you're currently using. That can't be disarmed. That's the word. That can't be disarmed or anything. So you won't have any issue or concern there. And unlike the phase blade, it will not emit just like a tiny bit of light. No light at all. Oh, I could just picture that too. Like Rolly comes out, like starts rolling up behind someone, and this faint glow sticks out. Just like, you're gonna slice him. That's great. Yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I lost my train of thought when I was trying to tell you what the actual damage was. It is +2 to hit, and it's a 2d4 +2. So it's basically a +2 version of the blade that you have now,
But not fire, right?
but not fire, just slashing.
All right.
What were you gonna say, Mango?
I don't remember.
Okay, that's fair.
I said like really like a ninja, just sneaking up on people in the dark.
For sure. Well, is there anything anyone wants to do over this just about 3-week journey?
I'm going to test my bartender trainee randomly and thoroughly. That's it. That's all I got.
Oh,
Oops.
Mr. Martial Arts is going to be teaching people. Maybe I'll take some lessons from them.
Absolutely. That
Keep
is
my
an option. There's a better way to do this. Hold on. You guys can definitely do that. So the first thing that I'll say is that your bartender, he's definitely seems to have a knack for it. I forgot his name. Hold on. Oh, I don't think they ended up with names, actually. Just their designations of Ire and Iru. And we're talking about Iru, who's the one you made your bartender. Other than the fact that, like, the third or fourth time you come to test him, he absolutely pranks you. I imagine you got like the bit of alcohol in your hand, and you're just like going to drink it, and there's like a firecracker in it that just starts going off once it's like going down the hatch. He just starts laughing.
It was probably a bad idea, but that's out of character. In character, I'm loving it.
Yes. Yeah.
Just don't kill anyone. We need all our crew members.
Right. So don't do that to the humans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Or any flesh bag that can light on fire. Save it for the fire-resistant people.
Well, I think we mostly have humans on the ship at the moment, Captain.
That's why I'm clarifying, in case I'm not here and other things happen. We don't need to get sued and lose the booze barge. We gotta make good business choices.
I got you.
Make good choices.
Exactly.
Let's do this. Yeah. As for actually training with the master, it's probably gonna be a while before you can utilize anything that you learned from him. But he definitely seems to have an idea of what he's talking about.
Dang, Kung Fu Master.
He has a discussion with you where he sort of just crosses his arms and he sort of looks you up and down and he goes, "Have you ever considered the size of the sword you could wield?"
No. Tell me more.
Well,
I just hit things with my body.
I imagine it would be quite large.
This anime sculptor's work. Do you think I could wield a sword that big? I found it in the computer systems. It was in a hidden folder.
I'd have to look into it, but probably at least as tall as you.
Can you imagine me running around with a giant sword?
You know, it's an option.
I like it. I like this option.
Just put it in the back pocket. Next thing you get is a giant sword.
No, it's Vinci with a sword. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah. Does Rolly have anything he wants to do on the journey along the way?
Well, practice with my new snipper snaps. And
Slice.
I'll watch some. I'll watch some of the training going on.
And definitely realize they are all fighting techniques designed for people with multiple limbs.
Exactly, but it still intrigues me.
For sure, for sure.
And of course, keeping it clean.
Absolutely. Right, actually, towards the end of the journey is when you are, I guess, Vinci, because they were told to contact Vinci, is when Mason comms over the like loudspeakers of the ship, and he goes, "Vinci to engineering."
Oh dang! It's time to go. Rolly, where's Rolly?
I can imagine you're like learning from Master, and then he comes over, and you turn around, and Rolly's right there.
Vicky, go! Rolly, it's time.
Nice. I am pumped. I am set.
Vicky, go!
Yeah. So as you get there, you come inside, and Mason's standing there, and he goes, "Well, here's what I ended up coming up with," and he takes what is presumably an empty arcane fuel cell, and he holds it up. He goes, "It's about yay big. This here's the port on this end. And you can just slide it in there to recharge." I was grossly mistaken on my time frame here. For one, filling this fuel cell took an entire week, and that thing is down from 37% full to 36. So we got a bit more than I thought we did. Definitely far advanced from anything we can build right now. But, and he points over to the terminal with like a fuel cell standing up that looks like it's probably been scanned recently. There's your completed fuel cell. I was just doing an integrity check before you got here. Mostly just don't shoot it with anything really hot. Or, put it in an oven or something. Because then it'll explode.
Well, let's not do that then.
Last minute explosion needed if desperate. Got it.
Well, it will probably take at least another 7 days for another fuel cell to be made, but I only made 3 because I thought this could only do 3. So, if you don't mind me asking, what's the plan for this?
Plan?
Mm-hmm.
Like we have a plan.
Step 1 is to come up with a plan. We'll get step 2 once we do that.
Fair.
Gee, it's all yours. Whatever you plan, that's cool with me. It's your toy.
And he goes, feel free to take it. It's all ready for you.
Now, before we continue, would it be all right if we take a break? My dinner has just arrived.
Sure, I'd be okay with that. How about the rest of you?
I'm fine with that. I'm actually hungry myself.
It's for me.
So I can go grab a snack.
My po' boy has arrived upon its chariot.
Called the Uber!
Sounds good. All right.
So be at the door. So I'll be right.
All right, we're gonna have a bit of a probably a 10. You want? Oh, he's gone. Probably about 10, maybe a little bit more minutes break. Excuse me, and then we'll be back. Definitely during the break, I will run an ad to disable pre-rolls for anyone coming in. I will actually do it at the end of the break and not at the beginning, because that would be the smart thing to do. In any case,
definitely a smart thing to do.
In any case, we'll see you guys in just a bit. Oh, enjoy the music.
We'll return shortly.
Tombstones climbing up the sky to claim the boredom and the whine of the radiator, to freeze the fates that intertwine, unresolved and undefined in this echo chamber. Once you've given up the ghost, just like Lazarus, you'll know there's an operator, some strange passenger inside. To that strange power I'm resigned like an iron anchor. I'm just a ghost in your stereo, the fading memory of a shipwreck in the undertow. You're just a lost song I wrote, and I'm just a ghost in your stereo. You move on 1,000 times, new lovers, shadows on the blinds. Your heart's a mercenary, but like a dancer on the wire. Come the sparks of frayed desire as a fire's carried. I'm just a ghost in your stereo, the fading memory of a shipwreck in the undertow. You're just a lost song I wrote, and I'm just a ghost in your stereo. cradle, loving mother, unstable. Daddy gone under the table, but you found a song in your heart. So you learn how to fight, how to starve, how to survive. When the others blocked your light, you learned to see beyond the stars. The curse of small desires, easily acquired. It's time to set your gasoline heart on fire. Kill your demons, kill them dead. In your mirror, in your bed, in your heart, in your head. Don't you look good in bed? Slay your devils, kill them all. Take your throne, paint the walls. And if you make it out alive, hold that bloody head up high. Don't you look good in bed? Don't you look good in red? Is there more beyond those plains? You cut your hair, changed your name, left a note as you escaped. To thine own self be true. But there was no gold in those hills, no platinum in those pretty pills. Just werewolves tossing dollar bills in the wine dark sea of Malibu. The curse of small desires, easily acquired. It's time to set your gasoline heart on fire. Kill your demons, kill them dead. In your mirror, in your bed, in your heart, in your head. Don't you look good in bed? Slay your devils, kill them all. Take your throne, paint the walls. And if you make it out alive, hold that bloody head up high. No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to save you. Swing that sword that you made with the pain that they gave you. Like the pain is gonna save you. Kill your demons, kill them dead. In your mirror, in your bed, in your heart, in your head. Don't you look good in bed? Slay your devils, kill them all. Take your throne, paint the walls. And if you make it out alive, hold that bloody head up high. Don't you look good in bed? Keep on riding.
Hey, Miss Mandy. What are you doing?
White satellites getting lost in his eyes, but to him she's You're both here. Hi, kitties. No, you can't go get the bird. You have to stay inside. Yeah, you don't have the right shots to go outside. You can't go outside. I know you want to go get the bird, but it's gonna get away. You suck at catching things. You do! I'm being honest with you. You need to take lessons from your sister. She's good at catching things.
All the ads. Mhm. Yeah, what is up with that? It looks aesthetically pleasing. That's the only thing I can think of.
Just sneezing myself into another dimension.
Achoo! Like that?
Yeah. Ooh.
Yes.
Now my nose is all stuffy. Oh. I don't like it.
In the chat. He can't hear because there's the ad going. Merlin's in the chat.
The top shelf tumbles and the wall clocks run the well. Scotch bottles and the soda guns. You missed the last train from the city tonight. Old friends see each other in a different light. You missed the last train tonight.
Miss Mandy, do not go for the trash. Mandy. I said no. Mandy, get away from there. Please listen. Thank you. The cats have discovered sometimes there's food in any trash can. It's annoying. Thank you. It's a fishy bone. I think I got one. Yeah. We tried these pre-made meal things. They taste really good, but their portions are really small, and I'm like always hungry now. We're spending more money because we keep eating out because we're always hungry instead of from these meal things, and they're like $12 a piece. I'm like, this is like
What is it?
expensive. They're like pre-made weekly meals that ship to you, so they're fresh instead of like frozen. But I'm always fucking hungry. I'm not full at all. But the funny thing is, if I try to eat 2 of them, I can't finish 2 of them. So I had husband order pizza because I'm like, I'm still hungry. He's like, I'm still hungry too. I'm like, just order pizza for when we're done and I'll eat mine then. Like, I'm really disappointed for how much money they are.
Yeah, that sucks.
I don't recommend them, other than they taste frickin' delicious. That's the only non-issue I have with it.
Leftovers. I don't know. I'm a fan of leftovers. Some foods taste better, like a chili, a soup, or a stew is always going to taste better as time goes on than the first day you make.
I'm a leftovers too.
For sure, but some things also definitely taste worse.
Yeah.
Or there's the ones that just like their consistency changes, and they go from like, oh, this is good, this is palatable, to ugh.
That's what we ran into with some of the pre-made meals from the grocery store, since I don't really have a kitchen still, is their consistency was all over the place. I'm like, no, I don't want to do this anymore.
I remember trying those growing up, Merlin, and they never worked for me. Maybe I'm just
For breakfast, that's about
a
it.
monster. I'm a monster, bruh.
I have some of them, but strictly for breakfast. Or post-workout.
Also, the only one that they had that
Shake now, that's what that emote says.
they had like a strawberry was the only one I would ever like, and I'm like, I can't just always have strawberry.
Yeah, I'm picky about the flavor too. Strawberry is the only one I'll eat, or like a mixed berry. I love when they taste like Captain Crunch berries, like the Oops All berry.
I know what you mean. What do I keep hearing?
I am back, but eating.
You want to go? You can leave your screen black if you want. That's fine.
Yeah, and I'll just mute between my my things.
That's fair. So, if everybody else is good, let's do that.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Then let's do that exactly.
Strawberry yogurt. Any yogurt's the best, though, in my opinion, while you're doing what you're doing. I'm chatting with Merlin.
Alright, as we're getting back, I have literally one thing to say about strawberries. Love the flavor, hate the texture.
Valid.
That's how I feel about applesauce. I can't eat applesauce. I tried it and then I almost threw up immediately. I was like, I wasn't expecting that, but that's what happened.
Right? I was recently
flavored applesauce. I love them.
I was recently introduced to, and this is stupid because it's like you'd think I would have had this before, frozen bananas. Weirdly, I like that.
I've never had it. I've never had it myself. I've heard of it.
Like turning it, if you freeze them, blend them, add like some cocoa powder, a sweetener, you like a chocolate ice cream, but it's banana. It's pretty good.
Might have to try that. That sounds like a great time. In any case, hi, we're back.
Well,
Grant, do you want
nice.
to say hi to the internet?
No?
If you like
Okay.
ice cream, it'll pop up.
That's great. I definitely need to give that a shot. Okay. Yeah, so after that moment in engineering with you guys collecting up that fuel cell, Are you gonna just like? I picture like a fanny pack like behind you, just like attached to your back for some reason, and I don't know that you want to do that, Vinci, for the fuel cell.
Do I have to carry them, or is this for?
You don't. You could leave it somewhere if you wanted to.
I didn't know if these were for Rolly or if I was the one carrying them.
That's totally up to you guys. I don't know how Rolly would carry it, to be honest. It's like
We're gonna have to.
like half as big as Rolly.
Yeah, I mean, I'll carry it, and if like Rolly needs it, we got it. It's the fanny pack. It's in season. Actually, no, we're gonna go real cool with it, and it'll be like the upper thigh holster,
Nice.
like those really cool ones that you can get on
Very
Etsy.
cool.
$50, and it makes me sad that they're so expensive, but they're handmade, so I get it.
I love those like scroll cases or whatever, but like thick,
Yeah,
like a thick scroll case. Very cool.
yeah, something like that.
But if there's nothing anybody else wants to do, you guys are going to head straight to Ukraine.
Sounds good to me.
You can go.
Well, as the journey continues, you guys are on the outskirts of the system, and where would you guys say you are? It's probably midday.
Like where we are on the ship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where are you guys currently on the ship? It's about midday. By your perspective, you're about a day out.
Where would Vinci be? Yeah, I'm gonna be sitting watching the wood carver carving more bears.
Oh, that's a pretty fascinating sight because he has this like I mean he's a huge guy, right? He can barely fit through the doors of the ship. So he's sort of just like leaning against the wall, and he's got this massive like chest compartment that he just takes like a block of scrap metal or something and places inside this compartment with like this open screen on it, and he just looks at it, and like little lasers start to like cut into the thing, altering its like molecular structure, transforming it from metal to wood, and then it comes out as a block of wood. And then he takes it into his hand, and he slowly starts to use the sort of like base of like his finger, and starts scraping it, carving it into these different animals. So it almost looks like he's just slowly petting the wood.
Watch in awe.
Anybody else? Doing anything specific, or just chilling where you normally chill?
Doing my normal thing. Rolly's cleaning, I'm sure.
And Rolly's cleaning. Yeah, that's perfectly fair.
Granny, not in trouble. Come back.
You guys hear the comms flick on, and you hear Ardent say, "Captain and the bridge crew, to the bridge, please."
Let's go.
Pull the bridge.
Rolly just rolls out from under the bar from cleaning scraps down there. Get back to this later.
He's been a bit spot.
I would almost imagine Rolly would just finish and then come. But that's up to you.
That does seem like a really thing.
Yeah, so you guys get into the bridge, and Ardent's like tapping on the console, shaking his head, and he goes, "Captain, we have a minor problem. It's easily remedied, but
Minor problem. Okay.
it's easily remedied. But I thought you should definitely be informed because it involves changing ships briefly. It's fine, we can just use mine, but apparently they aren't letting ships this large into the system at the moment. So we just got to go into mine."
Okay. I leave somebody other than the trickster one in charge because I don't trust him with that level of responsibility.
Oh, in charge of the ship?
Yes.
Would you like to leave your security chief in charge?
Yes, that's an excellent idea.
Yeah. So do you just want to hit the comms and be like, "Hey, you're in charge, and we're leaving," or something, or do you want to go talk to him directly?
We'll talk to him directly, just in case he has concerns about his level of responsibility.
Yeah. So
Kind
you
of a big move to just dump it.
you bring up on the ship to find out his current location, and he is currently in the bar. Probably got there shortly after you left.
Excellent place to be.
Oh yeah. Is everybody going with the captain?
Always with my captain.
Bestest friend.
As you guys turn to head out, Captain goes, I'm going to have Audrey set to pilot the ship and keep an eye on the bridge. Mostly pilot. She's the only one who knows how other than me.
Sounds good.
On that note, Captain, and he is like half following you out and stops at the door. Would you like me to try and teach someone else how to fly?
That would be amazing. I mean, we did have a hard conversation with Ardent that if he dies, maybe he should become one of our best friends and soulmates and join us inside of one of us.
Being soulmates to a whole new level.
Well,
I don't know if his piloting skills would transform in said instance if he consents to said thing in the event that he died. Probably have that conversation before we leave. He's had 22 days, point, however many hours. I go down to the millisecond since we had that conversation to decide.
to be totally fair, you are, or as a reminder, you're talking to Ardent right now. It's before you leave to go talk to your security chief.
Oh, okay.
For clarification's sake, I'd like to imagine you said all of that right in front of him.
Yes, I would have.
Well, could be a fun trip, so I'll go with it. Oh, as for potentials, the only people I can think of are the constructor bot and the master. They're the only ones that seem to have the calm necessary to pilot this thing. But the constructor bot is... we'd have to modify the whole place. So I'm afraid he's probably out of the question.
I think the master would be a very excellent candidate for this because he is calm, he is dexterous AF, and I like him.
And he likes to try new things, so there you go.
I know! It's right up his alley. He'll be so excited.
I'll be sure to talk to him about it the next chance I get. Alright, so you guys head off to see what's going on with the security chief, which, as a reminder, his name is Stu.
Stu!
Oh, Stu.
And as you guys are walking down the corridor towards the bar, you can hear yelling. And it's probably
mischiefy dudes being mischiefy.
It definitely sounds like Stu. And you guys come in, and he's there with his the armor that he often wears. He's just yelling out at the your second bartender here, just yelling and screaming about how how could you do this to a commanding officer? And it's just on and on. Doesn't seem to have noticed your presence at all.
I'm just gonna watch for a second.
Oh yeah.
Can I tell if there's something that exploded in his hand, or?
From behind him, no, you can't tell.
Get my headset down.
I turn on my smell receptors. What do I smell? They've been on the whole time.
Hot paint.
I turn them back off and I peek around because I am intrigued. Hot paint.
There is what looks like a shattered glass on the table, just the base of it sitting there. That's just covered in blue paint, along with the whole front of his suit of armor and his face.
I take my little spray nozzle and I put some water on it and I'll help clean you up.
And he goes, "What, Captain? Sorry about that."
Nope, you're good. He does crazy shit like this. I told him no explosions, so you got lucky. It was probably going to be explosive otherwise. I mean, let's rephrase that. Fire instead of paint explosive.
Well, I would certainly rather be blue than dead.
Yeah, I thought I put a positive spin on it, but I got an even better positive spin. How do you want to be captain from now until I get back on the ship?
Well, I'm certainly capable of doing that. I can absolutely handle it.
And that's why I'm asking you. So cool. We're going on an adventure, and hopefully we don't die. And stuff and things and stuff and.
Are we dropping you off somewhere?
No, we're gonna take Ardent's ship because we're too big.
Oh, that means we have to
Slightly
depressurize the cargo bay. Oh, no, we don't.
Oh,
Do we?
we have cargo in there? I go through my manifest because I don't remember.
Just like a absolute ass ton of scrap that you guys have collected and shoved into like the crates that are in there, and then whatever.
We found 12,000
Useful.
credits worth, right?
Huh?
I think we found 12,000 credits worth of scrap.
Yeah, it was about that. Has this ship been outfitted with the ability to take on and release ships in space? You might have to ask Ardent. I don't know.
I don't know. Let's go find out.
Yeah.
I'm sure Ardent's already thought of it because he said we have to take his ship, so I think we're fine. But let's double check.
Where are you headed then? Back to the bridge, or?
Is Ardent still on the bridge?
Just use communicators.
Yeah, you can just find out where he is. Because you're not sure.
My bestest friend, where are you?
Cargo bay, Captain. Making sure everything's battened down.
With questions along the lines of what you just said, so you may already be aware of what needs to be done.
Sure am, Captain. Won't be a problem. Although, if we can, we should get the shield upgrade that lets us drop off ships in space without having to depressurize the cargo bay.
Look, there's our answers. There's our answers right there. We're not even there. We know what needs to happen. I love this man.
We should give him some cybernetic implants so he lives longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys want to head to the cargo bay, or?
Yes, we do.
I'm fine with this plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys get into the cargo bay and you see Vec just like lifting these like massive crates with his like huge cyborg arms, just like and strapping them down. Oops, didn't mean to hit that. And he sees you guys come in and he goes, "Hey, Vinci, do you mind giving me a hand?"
I just lost sound.
I think Kickstarter's muted.
I heard you, so it's not just me
Okay.
then.
Hey, you're back.
So when I went like this, I hit like 4 keys and one of them just happened to be the mute. No, so you guys come into the cargo bay and you see Vec with like his huge like cybernetic arms, like just picking up these crates and moving them, strapping them down as he stacks them on top of each other. And he goes, "Vinci, would you like to give me a hand with this?"
Oh, yeah, I would. I'm gonna give him a hand or two. I've got two.
Yeah, and certainly expedites the process. Currently, Ardent appears to be in the control room for the cargo bay, just sort of off over here if you remember the map at all. And he appears to just be like just sort of flipping switches and stuff.
I go help flip switches without asking, so I don't know what I'm doing.
Captain?
Yes.
give me about 10 minutes and we'll be ready to go. With your help, it'll take about 25.
I slowly back away and make a drink.
Appreciated. Yeah, about the time of 10 minutes. Probably before that, with Vinci's help, Vec is finished up moving the stuff around. It's all strapped down. Well, I suppose that's all he needed me for, so I'll get going. Good luck.
Thank you. We might need it. Apparently this is
Hey.
a bad place with bad men.
That's why Arden's strapped. I'll catch you when you get back, Captain.
Perfect.
All right, this is on an automated system. It'll once we get onto the ship in about 10 minutes time, it'll fully vent the atmosphere in here and seal off the room in the opposite order, obviously. And then it'll open up those big old doors. We'll have 5 minutes to leave, and then it'll close up and start to repressurize the room. So, hopefully everybody's ready to go.
I don't even need to breathe. I'm good.
Absolutely. It would be nice to breathe, honestly. Yeah, so you guys climb aboard Arden's ship, and it's been a while since you guys were on here. Since you guys got this big ship, but since you got the booze barge, it's been about that long. So, it feels it's definitely smaller. It does have the three decks, but they're very, very small. And he starts to prep that ship for launch. It should take us about a day to get there. From here,
Okay.
that is. Once we do get there, technically, this is a known smuggling vessel here, which anywhere else would be a problem. Sadly, I don't have anything to smuggle right now, so we're just on a pickup mission.
Yeah, what are we picking up?
I guess we'll find out.
Booze. Doubly
Oh.
booze.
I have an idea. Why don't we look for some exotic crystals while we're here? And he sort of looks over at Vinci.
I like it.
Maybe we'll find something. Maybe we won't. Either way, it makes a good cover.
Yeah.
Either way, we'll have fun.
Alrighty. Strap in. Or stick to the floor,
Real
Rolly.
crystals are the friends you meet along the way.
Exactly.
Let's head to Ukraine. And he just goes out the cargo bay. A few minutes, and the ship fades from sight. Oh, everything's looking good.
Doing it, guys.
Everybody give me a perception check.
Oh, no. I already rolled my low roll. How bad could it be?
Ooh.
I've gotten good rolls. When it comes to combat, it's gonna go. That's what I think about you.
I'd say Rolly and the captain over here hear what sounds like the clinking of bottles, and from behind you, and then you hear the voice of Tink go, "Where are we going, Captain?"
Hi, I guess you took a nap here.
A nap's a word for it. I'm starting to wish you never introduced me to alcohol.
Oh, that kind of nap. Do you want a morning after cure?
Sure do.
I make him one that has raw eggs in it or whatever. I don't really know any.
Yeah, you like whirl around and you see like 50 bottles just like all behind them, just like, uh, oh, thank you. Okay, I want to power back down. Can I do that, Captain?
Yeah. Do you want to come on an adventure with us, or do you want to stay here?
I can watch the ship.
Sounds perfect. No more alcohol for you until after we're back, because they need you to not sleep through somebody possibly stealing this. So
Gotcha.
you have this many hours, minutes, seconds, milliseconds to sleep.
Gotcha, Captain. Gotcha. And they power back down. Just like don't even move at all.
Yo, I think you might have a problem.
Well,
Does anybody really not have a problem? I think everybody does.
That's true.
I used to have a problem, but then I got a second knife.
Nice.
So am I
Yeah,
not having two knives? Probably.
Problems. That's what I respect about you.
yeah, you hear a few more flicks as Arden sets it into autopilot for the planet, and he sort of leans back, and he seems to like unstrap some sort of laser pistol from his from his like hip, and start to like examine it. Make sure it's all clean and everything. And he's just like, "You never know what's going to go wrong here." Is it weird to say I killed more people as a smuggler here than I ever did in my entire time in the Alliance military?
I don't think so.
It's a dangerous job. I don't think so. They were probably asking for it.
Were they made of meat?
Yeah, every one of them. Or
There's
that one guy who was made of rocks. But yeah, I prefer people not to try and steal from my ship.
They were asking for it. Fair game.
Well, we'll be there in just about 23 hours. After I do this, I'm going to catch a nap. You guys got any questions?
Do you want to drink before you nap? That's it. That's my question.
Always.
I make the drink and I set it for him when he's ready.
All right. Well, over the course of the next 23 hours, he cleans both of his weapons, and he falls asleep.
Well, all right. Should we give him some cybernetic enhancements as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Not without his permission, and not right now. We need him.
Oh, yeah, those two things. And I guess we don't actually have any additional stuff right now.
We don't. Also, he's our friend. We get consent from friends, Rolly. That is the polite thing to do. Unless you're pulling a prank. Then it's fair game. And cybernetic implantments are not a prank.
Oh, okay. I was like, lost there for a minute.
There's gotta be a loophole in here somewhere.
So no, I start to wheel off and I go, wait, I know Rolly's brain now.
Just
Turn
like
back,
flash
I'm
over.
down at you.
Flash over to Ira on the ship as he's just like pulling out a cybernetic eye, like looking at it and looking at Stu. No. Hold up. So if we're ready, we can get there then.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So as you guys come into land on Ukraine, this like 3/4 desolate moon with a massive dome colony. Inside the dome, you can see this like faint, like neon glow from the majority of the city. And there's this little, like, shield that you can fly through. And Ardent brings the ship in for a landing. and he completely avoids the actual space dock and flies well, you would have to assume is at least 20 miles further into the city, and lands on this much smaller, like, looking space dock. Just like, all right. So, if Tink watches the ship, we should have no problem. And he spins around in his chair, and Tink is still, like, out. Should we wake them up?
I think so.
Just bunk bunk.
Yep.
All right. So, as you guys leave Tink to guard the ship, who's like, "What? Right, guard the ship, no booze, right?"
Correct. I take all the booze. Wait, is there enough booze for me to fit in my... How much booze has he stored here?
Not much. It looks like it was all drank.
No
But if you-
booze till we get back, and I'll make you your favorite drink when we do.
If you'd like to give me a perception check, or wisdom, wisdom, you can see if you can...
Can I do an insight since I have that skill?
I don't know that would help, because Tink isn't like, there's no booze.
Wait, I have 3 20s in a row, so I'm really gonna get screwed later, but...
It'll be fine.
I have valid fears. Don't judge me.
All right, so you do see 2 bottles, like under the terminal for like the piloting stick and stuff, just like shoved under there all the way to the back. If you want
I
to,
take...
like the first thing you notice is as you try to grab them, they're like stuck to the wall.
Are they magnetized?
It doesn't look like it. It just looks like there's like a glue or something that's stuck. Somebody stuck them to the wall so they wouldn't go flying around the ship.
That's a good idea.
I use one of my alcohols to dissolve the glue.
Fair. You dissolve the glue and stow away the 2 bottles.
Yes.
And I will clean up any trace of it so it looks just good as new.
And that takes you guys all of 30 seconds. So, Tink sets up. They sort of like hike themselves up into Arden's chair, despite the fact that they have no legs and are a wheelie bot like the 2 of you. Just like, all right. So, what do I do if somebody comes on the ship?
Kill him.
Oh,
Okay. Just like whips out this huge blowtorch.
Just don't burn down the ship. We needed to get back, but kill him.
Okay. Gotcha.
Make Rolly jealous with how you kill him.
Is that possible?
That's for you to discover if you get the opportunity.
Alrighty. So, you head off the ship. As you do, you see a like a 4-armed human, like almost humanoid insect creature, sort of standing there with like 2 arms crossed and the other 2 arms going. Ardent, I haven't seen you in quite some time.
You two know each other?
You've got the fee, yes?
One.
Let's see. The fee. Right. Here you go. Yeah, he sort of walks up like very nonchalantly, and then in the blink of an eye goes from like, here you go, reaching into a pocket, to pulling a blaster and putting it under this person's chin. And he goes, I think you owe me one if you remember. Of course, Ardent, I'm sorry. How could I forget? Am I to gather that you're back on the job? We'll see. Good day. Oh. And if anyone touches my ship, I'm taking all 4 of your arms.
And we'll help.
Come on. It's this way. All right.
Let's figure
I
it
want to
out.
throw in an intimidation check to the will help just because I can and I never use my skills. Not that we needed it apparently, but I still want to. Just in case that helps in the future.
Understood, robot friend. It won't be a problem. Not a scratch on the ship. Not a one. Bye.
I like being
Oh God. As you guys walk down this street, I think probably the most notable thing is that this section that you guys are in doesn't have the same massive like skyscrapers you can see off in the distance. This area is just, you know, low 1 or 2 story buildings with like the very rare 3-story building sitting about. It almost looks like you just be like in any neighborhood. As you guys continue down, you see all the neon signs for the different shops and stuff, and he goes, all right, so we're supposed to meet them at the Neon Oracle, but this here, and you guys like walk into this past all these shops into this like open area. This is the bazaar. It's where a lot of the smugglers take commissions to find things and what have you. You said, I guess we decided on the crystals, so let's see if we can find anything interesting on those.
Yeah.
And he sort of like
get some big power.
before you guys go and start like looking, he sort of leans in and he goes, and at least make it look like we're here for something other than what we're here for.
I think we can do that.
All right,
We're here for big power.
So, if you guys would like, you can give me perception checks as you're searching about.
I did it.
Rolly is struggling to see over the crowd.
Broly, do you want to ride on top of my head?
Oh,
Heck yeah, I do.
heck yes.
I mean, I'm not as tall as Vinci, but I know Vinci's got some important things to find, so...
Oopsie. Oh. That's fine. Well, it looks like Vinci's the only one who finds any crystals of any kind.
I'm very tall.
You find what looks like kind of like a stall that is set up here that has like this neon sign that says arcane focuses for cheap. And as you're sort of looking around, you do find you find dozens of these crystals, but the one that really catches your eye is one that looks fairly similar to the big power crystal or the big fuel cell that you guys have on the ship now, the crystal one.
Ooh, we should pick this one up, right? This looks like what we're looking for. How much is it?
All your monies.
This person that is the shopkeep sort of like pulls up their little like super small glasses and like looks you up and down. He goes, and stops at the little holster that you have, and he goes, well, for someone like yourself, I think we can definitely give you a bit of a discount. What would you say to 500 credits?
That sounds like a crappy discount to me. Not gonna lie.
You haven't bought many arcane focuses, have you?
I don't have to explain
Intimidation
myself to you.
check? Vinci does not have to explain anything, but I agree with Vinci. That seems a little high.
Looks like you haven't sold many arcane focuses, have you? I can do it too, you know.
Especially not to us.
Well, I mean, of course, but this one is particularly hard to come by. Nobody even
Is
knows
it?
who made it.
I feel like I see these all the time. I don't know who you're trying to swindle, bud.
I mean, we just basically walked away with this one.
Yeah.
Give me
Like,
a
I want this for my collection because it looks like the rest of them.
give me a deception check, Vinci.
I'm adding to. Can I add to deception?
You can give Vinci advantage.
Home is gonna need it.
Oh,
Thank you.
His demeanor like entirely changes when you say that that you've seen other ones, and he goes, "Have you? Where have you seen them?" Well, I need to know. I need to get more for my stock. Don't you know?
I mean, I can't just go ratting out where I'm getting all of these. I have friends. They have profits to make too. How do I know you're not going to go snatch them all up from them?
What would it take for you to tell me?
A discount.
What kind of discount are we talking? I'll give this one to you for half off.
Half off from the discount that you supposedly already were giving me? Or
Yes, absolutely.
or half off from the actual price, which you were bumping up because you thought I was looking like a fool.
The second one.
21 insight check on this guy. He seems kind of nervous from how you're acting things out.
He is shocked that people know where these things are, because he fully believes that Vinci is telling the truth and knows where others are. So
Okay.
she's trying to find out how to find more. Oh,
All right, you sell, and I'll tell you. What's the final price?
175 credits.
That's what I like to hear. Thank you. I think we have that much, right? We had a bunch of money and scrap, so I think we can afford it.
All right, okay. Here, take it and the credits.
I'll hand over some monies.
He hands the crystal over to you, and he goes, "Okay, so where did you find them?"
In the belly of an ancient whale.
Seriously?
Yeah, where else are you gonna find these? They don't just grow on trees, bud. You gotta look for this stuff.
He turns around and he's like scratching his head, and he goes, "That's going to make hiring a retrieval team so much more expensive."
It's
But imagine
really
the
smelling.
profit.
Makes me can't smell.
Well, thanks for the crystal. Have a good day. I'll let you think that over. We gotta go. Bye.
Thank you.
Good luck, friend.
I can't believe you actually gave him the truth.
Yeah, it's so unbelievable that he'll never believe it.
As you guys
That's
are
how it's
like,
done.
as you guys are like walking away, you hear him like pull out like a little data pad and start like pressing on. He's like, I gotta find the routes of the space whales, and I gotta find somebody to go inside one, and this is gonna
think
be
I just-
ridiculous.
I think I just sent him to his death. That's probably fine. The other people lived in there for a while. He'll be okay. We took care of most of the problem. Wait, the space you threw up. It's fine. He'll find it. It's not my problem anymore. I got us a crystal. Does it look legit? Is Arden still here with us?
Arden's about like as you guys turn around and start to walk away.
Okay.
He's just laughing. Well, I'm definitely glad to see you have that in you.
Yeah, did I get swindled? Is this junk or is this the real thing? I didn't think I would be that convincing. I almost convinced myself that I knew what I was talking about.
I
It
mean,
doesn't matter. What matters is that other people think we know what we're doing.
As long as you do it with,
Other people think we know what we're doing.
if it's done with confidence, it's fine.
he reaches out and like to take it from you,
Yeah.
and he's looking at it, and he goes, "It certainly looks like the other one you brought back. I don't know that we'll know for sure until we have one of the engineers look at it. But
I got a good price on it anyway. It's either going to be a really cheap crystal or an expensive decorative piece for the ship.
I can tell you with absolute certainty it is not made of glass.
Sick. That's good.
Well, I sowed a few rumors
And
while
I
we were
can
here.
tell you with absolute certainty it's not made of ice.
Sick.
You are the expert on.
But it is pretty dang cool.
Well, I went ahead and laid some rumors that we're out here looking for some particularly uncommon crystals. He's just still laughing and shaking his head. But I think we can head over to the Neon Oracle now. They should be open by the time we get there. I'd say that whole exchange probably took about an hour. These guys were looking around the bazaar, and he was sowing his rumors and whatnot.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so you guys get to the Neon Oracle. You guys are standing out front as this like huge sign, like this huge neon sign with like blue and words are hard. It says neon in a blue neon light, and then it says Oracle in like a yellow, and then it's got a like crystal ball as like the two colors like merge in this other neon sign next to it.
Ooh.
But it's not like a stationary thing, like the color is like smoke like rolling around in it. And you can hear the like music coming out from inside, like on the other side of the door. You see this huge Peblin bouncer who's just judging by his height and given how their species functions, he's probably at least 700 years old. He's definitely like taller than the door, over 7 feet tall, and he's just like standing there with his like arms crossed around his huge body. He's like just sort of like letting people inside and whatnot. And Arden goes, "I'd like to test something if you don't mind.
Go for it.
I'd like to see what happens if the four of you try to get in alone. 3 of you. What is it?
We're gonna say 4 of us? Who's the 4th?
Who's
Do we
inside?
Ghost? Ghost is... We forgot Ghost! It's all good.
He's got a lot to process.
Yeah, he's
He
a
does,
warlock
but-
now. He's got
We
obligations.
haven't played in so long, we forgot about Ghost.
He's got obligations to the Dark Lords. It's fine.
He's got to think about the potential, rebirthing of an ancient species of giant fire skull people.
That's a lot for one small
If
robot.
it was
to
me,
have.
I would have already done it. But
But yeah, no, he's standing up there, and if you guys want to just like step into line and walk
Yeah.
up.
Do not step anywhere.
How's Rolly situated? Are you like on the top of a shoulder or
I'm on
what?
B2's side right now. Yeah.
Okay, fair. You guys come up to the door, and he goes, "What's this?"
I'm here for a dance party. Oons, 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 oons. And I my speakers come out. Oons, oons, oons.
Just picture like a bat unfurling their wings, but it's lined with speakers. All right. Names.
Be too drunk too.
Vinci, the I sounds are ones.
And
I'm
you?
Space Emperor Rolly.
Wait, are you the entertainment tonight?
Yes, we are.
Have you seen us?
I do karaoke. And then my little thing goes, karaoke with B2 Drunk 2. Sponsored by B2's Booze Bars.
Give me your choice of a hold on, I forgot the. I'd say persuasion or deception,
They're
based
the
on
same
whether or
club.
not you intend on carrying this out.
Wait, don't I get wait, what is my new things today? Don't I get advantage on one of those or something?
Only if you're using recorded sounds, and I guess
Okay.
yeah, you're not at this point.
Mm-mm.
But 21, and he goes, all right, you guys are supposed to go
So
in
that's
through
the
the back.
insight. I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, that was your insight. Okay,
We're
sorry.
gonna put deception. It's
Alright,
still
so-
good though.
Alright, you guys are supposed to go in through the back. That's fine. Here, I'll just let you in. And he opens the door and steps to the side.
I'm going to tip my non-existent hat and say, "No, sir."
As you guys all come in and sort of just like linger around the front door waiting for Ardent, the door doesn't even close, and you hear the bouncer's voice. Ardent, right on in. No problem. Well, that was fun.
We're really good
Who are
liars.
you and what did you do before we met you? People, like, they're afraid of you.
Well,
It might have to do with the fact that he said he might have killed a lot of people. He's just good at hitting stuff until it dies.
well, I did a lot of work
Respect
for. I did a lot of. I can't English right now. I did a lot of work for the boss in here.
I want your past job, future goals. Pulls out my diary. Dear diary, future goals. Get Arden's last job.
You gotta learn to fly a ship first. Come on. We gotta
Pulls
see.
back out. Step 1, learn to fly ship. Step 2, kill things. Check.
We gotta.
Very-
We gotta see if they'll let us downstairs. We gotta get to the pit.
Well,
I'll let
I
you
think
guys know.
that's-
What's up?
okay. Oh, I was just gonna sort of take a look around using my robot eyes, see if I see any access tunnels.
Oh, absolutely. There's a cleaner access tunnel, like to your left. Just like you see, this is like the entrance, right? Excuse me. This is the entrance, and then straight this way, there's a staircase that goes down. Immediately to that way and to the left, there's one in the wall there. So you would have no problem getting downstairs, like at all.
Is it
Well, put that in a-
suspiciously easy?
Not necessarily. It doesn't seem like just like the vibe you get from this place. This upper level being a club with that song I dropped in Discord playing like actively. It doesn't seem like it seems exclusive, not restricted, right?
Okay.
Arden goes, we can just try to head downstairs, or we can go talk to the boss. Although, yeah, he might want us to do a job. It's probably something I can do later. What do you guys prefer? If
I'm okay
You're
with
not
making
gonna
some more money.
good-
yeah,
I'm not the captain though.
We've done trades for things this whole time. It's just part of the game now.
Yeah.
And we have fun killing shit. You guys have rubbed off on me, and I'm looking up a picture, like, wait, it's your fault, Rolly.
right. So we're heading over there, and he points to like the opposite. So it's like diagonal to the way down, straight across. There's like a small room almost in this huge warehouse-looking, almost like dance club, right? As you guys head that way, you see a similar reaction to the sorry, not bartender, to the bouncer out front, where the two that are here, both of which are like very large. It's interesting because you don't think you've ever seen humans that look like this. They're very large and very pale, with just like these like huge muscles. And they sort of look at Ardent and they go, I don't know if the boss wants to see you about now. I can ask. If you want, Ardent. Well, that's why we're here. So, please, if you could. Alright. No problem. And he turns and like sort of heads up these stairs, which seem just barely wide enough for him to like move up them. And there's like he just like lightly knocks on the door, and you sort of get this like weird like. Actually, only Rolly does. You get like this weird tingling feeling in the back, like where your head, like the back of your head, that kind of feeling. As a voice comes from inside, and he goes, "What?" Which, it's the first time that you've probably ever felt anything like that, considering how recently you got that psychic mod. Neurocircuits. The bodyguard heads inside. And you can't really hear the bodyguard's voice. I'm sorry, you can't really hear who the bodyguard's speaking to, but the bodyguard goes, Arden's here, he wants to see you, sir. And then, Rolly, you feel this tingling in the back of where your head would be, and that just says, Arden, I would love to see him again, send him up. He's got friends with him. Fine too, sir. Absolutely. Send them all up. Yes, sir. So, for the two of you, that was a one-sided conversation, and you didn't hear anything else.
Okay.
So, just to clarify that, and the guard comes out and sort of like creaks as he comes down these stairs. And he goes, the boss will see you. All right, let's go. Yeah, so as you guys head up, you see another one of these, like, very large, pale, like, gray-skinned humans. And this one's definitely different. He's thinner, but he's still very large. And he doesn't, like, move his mouth at all. And he goes, but Ardent sort of, like, acknowledges, like, something was said to him. And Rolly, you hear, "Hey, Ardent, haven't seen you in such a long time." And then his mouth starts moving.
I make myself a drink in the awkward silence that I'm feeling right now.
And then he like notices the three of you. He goes, and then his mouth starts moving, and he goes, my apologies. Not all bots can hear the telepathic communication. Who might each of you be?
I'm gonna think it and see if he can hear me.
He doesn't make like an acknowledgement at all.
I'm just staring like,
I'm B2 drunk too.
And he goes,
I make that click sound.
B2 drunk too. Got it. And organics and bots are typically on a different wavelength, so I can't. I got nothing. I'm sorry.
It's Vinci. It's okay. I wanted to try.
Good to meet you, Vinci. I like that. Very good. So,
And I'm Rolly.
no, here's the real question. Do you say that out loud or think it?
I'll say it out loud.
Keeping up a ruse. I like it.
All right. Well,
restarting music, so I get the vibes of the freaking club.
yeah, go ahead. That's why I dropped it in there. So, what you doing here? Arden, after you upset some people, I didn't think you'd ever be coming back. Oh, well, sometimes the job calls for something to happen you didn't really expect. And your friends here? Just that. Might think of them as a crew at this point. We're actually looking for someone who we think is downstairs. Do you mind if we head down? Oh, I don't see a problem with it. Check back with me in the morning, though. Don't leave without talking to me. All right, Arden? Wouldn't be very happy about that. No problem, boss. I'll talk to you in the morning.
I'm gonna do an insight check. Is he gonna do something shady and hurt my friend? That's what I want to.
Do you mean specifically with? Do you mean specifically with check back in the morning, or the I don't like it,
yeah.
or I won't like it? If you mean specifically check back in the morning, no, you get the idea that he probably has something he wants you to do, but wants you to have a good night first.
trying to butter us up.
Yeah, more or less.
It's good for your
I'm gonna
joints.
try and butter him up. I'm gonna roll up. Gonna be like, so, Be Too Drunk to is my name, like I said, because I make excellent drinks. What's your favorite drink?
He leans down and he whispers something to you. And why don't you give me an intelligence check?
Just an intelligence check, or would insight work for it?
Well, you're trying to understand what he said, not figure out why he said it, right?
I don't know what's going on, but I want to use my benefits. 7, I don't fucking know.
So basically, he, instead of like telling you a drink, he tells you a combination of chemicals, and then leans back and just looks at you. Like the majority of the chemicals that he whispered into like your ostensibly your ear, you don't even know.
You think it's soil fertilizer?
I make a drink to the best of my abilities guessing. But while I do it, I'm going to be all like flamboyant and make it a show. So can I add a charisma check to this?
I swear we need to give you like a bartender's check at some point.
And like little fireworks you can shoot off when you're doing stuff.
I could take a lesson from my new bartender friend and put sparklers in it.
Oh, are you going to try and prank the boss, or are you just trying to put sparklers?
I'm
in
not
your drink?
gonna prank him. I just
Okay.
want to put on a show. Like, I'm gonna make the drink the best that I can and use those as garnishment for the flare, the kill, if you will, but not actually kill him. I don't
That'd
think
be
that's
bad.
a good way to start the evening. So, my charisma's off. I'm nervous now. I've never been nervous. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah.
I've
Why don't
taken guidance as my cantrip.
why don't you give me just one more intelligence check? Let's see how closely you can replicate. Okay, so basically what happens is you take the base of like some other drink and then just put the chemicals he mentioned in it, the ones that you actually knew.
Okay.
And you just like sort of like you're like really not sure what to do. You should just like shake it up and put some ice in it. And you hand it to him, and he sniffs it.
With the sparklers.
Sparklers, right? So he sort of like half smiles, and then just waves his like 2 fingers, and the sparklers go flying across the room. And he sips it. Well, it's completely wrong, but it doesn't taste that bad.
I don't know what you said, but I gave it my best shot. I do know how to make a good cocktail, though. And with that, I leave. With a flare. Like,
I also leave because I'm sitting on her head.
I like that one.
yeah, right.
I like
I
that
also leave because I don't want to be in a room alone with him.
one. And he like chucks the glass to Ardent, who goes, "See you in the morning, boss." And he comes behind you and he goes, like you guys get down to the bottom of the steps, and he goes, he gave this back, and it's totally empty. He drank all of it, but it's the glass.
I put the glass in my chassis to clean later. I ain't got time for that right now.
Right. So you guys have been given permission to head downstairs. You guys head over to that stairwell, and you see 2 more of the like big, like gray-skinned, like pale humans, who look at you and then look up at the like where the boss is, and then nod and step to the side. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
There's a cat.
There's a kitty.
Kitty cat. Yeah.
Let her sit as long as she will.
As you guys head downstairs, what you see is a big, like, open room, much like up top, but it's smaller. Up top. Why can't I talk today? Up top, you had like a full warehouse. This is about half that size. There's a door on the back wall, but not really important. At the center, there appears to be like a force field around what looks like a pit. I guess is the only way to describe it, but it's metal. And as you come down there, you see like a very large bot maybe like 13, 14 feet tall, and you see another one of those like gray-skinned humans. This one much bigger than the ones you've already seen. On either side of what looks like this little fighting ring.
Fight club, fight club.
Vinci, it's your favorite thing ever.
As you guys come down, I think I forgot to put your tokens on this map. Yeah, I think I did. Okay, I'll have to go grab them. But you guys see, just sort of to the side here, what looks like a security guard inside, like a secure cage that also has a force field around it. Give me a sec to get your tokens. And you see a large number of different species, some of which you've definitely seen before, a lot of which you probably haven't. And a dog. You even see a bot. You definitely see at least one bot in the crowd. They're all just watching. The same you see down at the other side a bunch of those insectoid guys with the 4 arms sitting at a table. They're sort of like half paying attention, watching the fight. So they're like actually fighting at this point. As they sort of approach each other, the large gray-skinned humanoid, who the announcer referred to as Meat Shield,
Excellent name.
sort of just like leans back and does like that like thing where you crack your shoulders and looks up at this robot, who just takes 2 hands and slams down on top of this guy, who doesn't seem to flinch at all.
He's a freak.
He sort of like bends one knee and punches the robot like right where its stomach would be. And the most like surprising thing to you is not only does it knock the robot back slightly, it actually dents the front of it. And he goes, well, quite impressive even for that-born human. Shall we try that again? As he says that, the robot like whips out a like a phase blade along his arm and starts slashing at the human, who seems like he's definitely taking damage, but he doesn't seem to give a crap as he just wails into this robot, just punching the ever-loving crap out of it to the point where the robot itself starts to break apart. Can you all give me a perception check?
With pleasure. Yeah. Shoot. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. I think all of you notice that even though at this point the human is definitely winning, the skin on his knuckles is like clearly peeling back as he just like wails into this robot. Eventually, the robot does like swing up its other arm and shoot Meat Shield in the chest with like this blast of energy. And at that point, Meat Shield runs up, tackles the robot to the ground. And after a few more hits, the match is called as apparently the bot has gone into its emergency like deactivation mode, effectively causing it to fall into unconsciousness.
Uh-oh, Spaghettios.
Dang, get him some milk.
He the human Meat Shield stands up and he like pats the clearly unconscious robot on the shoulder, and he's like, maybe next time, buddy.
I'm gonna look over at our friend Arjun and be like, hey, what the heck is this?
Meat Shield slides the robot onto this platform here, bop, and then walks back over to his, and the 2 platforms lower, and like
Are there any stats around, like how many times they fought, won, lost type stuff, or?
There absolutely is. I don't think that you actually got here in time for that. I'm afraid you guys got there as the fight was starting. You like heard the names of each of them. It was Brawlbot 4000 and Meat Shield, and that's all you got because that's when you walked in. But there are if you want to find someone to ask. What was the question you had for Arden?
Oh, well, what the heck is this?
It's the fighting pit.
Why is that human so beefy?
Wait, like he actually like tilts his head and he goes, "Wait, how old are you guys?"
I don't know. I don't understand the concept of time.
I scanned my database. How old am I?
Scan me. How old am me?
Oh, jeez. Yeah. You
My
guys can pretty
baby?
easily figure out to be like, oh, manufacture date. You guys are all between 3 and 5 years old.
I'm a baby. I just learned how to walk.
I still haven't learned how to walk.
You
Hey,
roll
it's
like
okay.
a champ, though.
You're
Yeah, you
asking
scoot.
about the Vatborn, right? The gray guy.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bit of history around that. The short version of it is before they started using bots to do everything, they were vat growing genetically engineered humans to do the jobs that bots now do, such as mostly lifting. And he like sort of like waves a hand at you, Vinci. But
I can do my job and I'll do it better. So good.
then there was the Vatborn Rebellion,
Fair.
and they weren't the biggest fans of that. So, in an attempt to quell that rebellion, they created. Me, the DM, forgot what they're called. Hold on. Where are you? It's at the bottom. The Vatborn directors. And he sort of like
That sounds important.
diagonally points in the direction of the boss's room, which are still genetically engineered humans created in a vat, with the more of a direction of using their telekinetic and telepathic abilities to control the Vatborn. And he like points again like at the security guards that are now just directly above you guys. Of course, this only served to organize the rebellion. Eventually, the compromise was reached that they would give all of the Vatborn humans their freedom, and they would stop killing each other. Or, I should be more precise, they would stop killing us. Which, still only... There's only a handful of them left in Alliance space. A few of them joined the Alliance. Most of them are out here in places like this, working as smugglers or guards of some sort. Or
Having adventures.
Meat Shield as a quite impressive fighter.
Do you think he'd arm wrestle me?
Absolutely. I never, like, personally met the guy, but I've watched him fight a few times. It's kind of
If
terrifying.
I had arms, I'd arm wrestle you, Vinci.
I appreciate it. I know you would.
I definitely wouldn't.
Got your
but
back, yo.
I'm as cowardly in an uneven fight as I am uncowardly in an even one. No arm wrestling for me.
Well, if you guys are up for it, I need, like, just a minute. If you want to sort of have a bit of banter about the club and what you're doing here as you wait for the next fight. That's what we'll call this. And I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Joe, do you think they'd let us tap in?
Maybe.
I'm keeping an eye open for anyone who might be the chick.
That's a good idea. We know what she
Wait,
looks
And I'm
like.
making my own drinks as I'm doing this.
I don't suppose Elix was Vatborn, was she?
I don't know. but it's ardent.
Maybe.
That's what I picked up. That's what I think he put down.
Oh, dang. You don't even need arms to pick up what he's putting down.
Nice.
Oh no! Don't chew on my pump. What the fuck, cat?
Been a
I
lot
will
of
be put
jokes
to
about
your head. That is
Rolly's
not a
unique
toy.
physiology today.
Not a
What was
toy.
that?
Been a lot of jokes about Rolly's unique physiology today.
Because that's why we love him.
I still love that the ad that rolled when I got here was a Roomba ad.
Uh-huh.
It's amazing. So I lost one of my earbuds during the stream, just like not just now, and I can't find it, and I'm worried the cat's going to before I do. So I'm like,
Oh,
stay on my
no.
lap, stay on my lap.
Good call.
Don't go look for it. No, no, I said stay on my lap. No, I jinxed it all. I ruined it all. And I'm covered in your fur. Do you guys want to fight? Should we find out if we can
Yeah.
get you guys in the match?
I have a cannon in my chest now.
I don't know if you can use weapons with these fights, but we can
Well, I
ask.
am. Probably not, but that's okay.
Alrighty.
I'm a living weapon.
So, I did hear the question. Arden, I think, will actually respond. Yeah, absolutely. They'll let you guys fight if you want to. But they usually do that after the final match.
That's fair. We'll wait.
Is there a sign saying what match they're on and how many there are?
They got signups.
Well, if it helps, this fellow here, Meat Shield, was the former champion. So, if he's going already, then this should be the second to last match, and next up is the person who beat him, and the most recent challenger.
While everything is going on, I am keeping an eye open for the chick we're looking for. Just to clarify. In case you
Totally.
were interested.
Because you want to actually look for the information on Meat Shield's wins and losses.
Yeah, why not? See what they got.
173 wins, 3 losses.
Beefy.
The next fighters are on the different layers, so I gotta go over there. Hold on. Alrighty. Next up, the challenger from
It's a bear.
deep space, a Rakuten warrior. Currently, no wins and no losses. Come directly to challenge our current champion with 46 wins and 0 losses, Madrix, the Arcane Brawler. Ardent sort of like tilts his head and he goes, well, I guess we found her.
Oh, that was easy. I've been looking for her this whole time. I make another drink.
She's probably
And
not
I
the
make
bear.
Arden a drink.
Yeah,
She's not the bear, right?
Nope. She's not the bear.
Okay.
She's fighting
Unfortunate, but I'll allow it.
the bear. She's fighting the bear. Yeah. Let me actually get her sheet open real quick. Not that it's necessary entirely. There she is. Alrighty. So, you definitely hear like the like rough voice of the. Since you moved closer, you don't even have to make a check anymore. You hear the like rough voice of the Rakuten, and he, as he steps forward, he goes, "There's no way that you could ever beat me. Look at you, you're so small." If only he knew Rolly. was the thought that went through my head. And he steps forward and she follows suit. And she goes, well, you wouldn't be the biggest one I've ever beaten. Oh no, I'm certain you're all show. That's why I'm here.
Kick his butt!
Absolutely.
Yeah. She's good.
He, the Rakuten, like swings, like almost like an axe at an angle with his two fists and misses entirely as she dodges backwards, almost like a blur as she moves. When she lands, she sort of puts one foot behind her and springs forward. As she does, you see her right hand glow with this ominous light and strike him directly in the chest. This like carapace that he has instantly shatters. There's like this huge crack in the carapace, like a hole. And you can see he's absolutely freaking out at this point. He went from totally, I'm going to defeat you, to this is bad. And he starts lashing out like full claws, just like, Rah! She dodges left, surges forward, and punches him in the side, once again, just cracking this carapace that he has. And just unleashes a flurry of these like arcane, like magic-infused punches over and over again until he falls to one knee. And then she goes,
Damn.
I wouldn't even say this was a challenge. And she punches him in the face, knocking him out.
Does B2 have any air horn noises on backup?
Like that one?
Yeah. Perfect.
Even
Beautiful.
the little like sparks, like the sparklers come out of my head like. "Ooh."
Nice.
She definitely seems to like her eye catches that for sure. And then notices like Ardent and then Vinci. And then finally Rolly. Like she actually notices you as opposed
Rolly's
to
still on my head.
she actually notices you as opposed to people who don't. Like you're not a hat. Like acknowledging your existence.
Aw.
Sort
I
of
thought it
half-
was going to be a short joke because I thought Rolly was on the ground. It's like, yeah, she looks down and notices you and is like, we get it, it's small.
That wasn't the point, but that's funny. No, she heads back over here. And as she does, she goes, oh, right. And she waves a hand and casts telekinesis and just throws this guy over here. Just get over there. It's fine. The platform that he's on goes down, but the one that she's on doesn't. At that point, Meat Shield comes back up, and he's got his one hand like just bandaged. Oops, wrong layer. Yeah, and he comes up on this platform. And the announcer goes, well, that was a quick match. And now, is there anyone interested in challenging the runner-up? Or reigning champion?
Me! I know my limits.
Vinci. My karaoke sign pops up and it's like, Vinci, Vinci, go, Vinci. I'm your best cheerleader now. Damn.
Yeah, I love it.
I upped my cheerleading skills and I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
Cheerleading upgraded.
Yo, Vinci's ready to rumble. Vinci will volunteer as tribute.
Well, challenger, who is it you would like to battle? Meat
I know my
Shield.
limits. Meat Shield!
Or okay, Meat Shield it is.
I'm a bot who knows what they want.
A
Love about you.
So Madrix like walks up to where you are and presses like a hand on the like force field around, and it just like warps open like this little door, tears open this little door.
Oh. Is it for me? I'll crawl my way inside. I went through it.
She tilts her head and smiles. Good luck, friend, and hops out, and then it
Heck
closes
yeah.
behind her.
Here, so it's like no weapons, right? It's just punching.
Well, I imagine you're asking me, but that will absolutely be a question to the announcer. So he goes, now, remember, all but the most lethal force is allowed. You are not allowed to kill your opponents, but if you'd like, you may shoot them. Repeatedly. All right. He looks at you and Amichel sort of tilts his head and he goes, huh.
Do it back at him.
You know, the fact that you're here and you weren't built for this like that last guy makes me far more fascinated at what you can do.
Listen. Have you ever seen the movie Grease?
No.
You're gonna about to. Let's go. There's no deep frying oil, but I thought it'd be funny.
Give me just a second.
I love you, Richie.
HP is not on his token. Let me fix that. Oh, that's not how that works. Oh, because it's not set to represent him. That's my bad. There we go. And then HP. It's currently at... Bam. All right, so how we're going to do this is when the sound to go is... When the sign to go is given, we're going to roll initiative.
Okay.
And then it's just a fight.
Yeah.
Go. Can we get my butt kicked?
So, let's hit it. Initiative time. And he goes, and fight! Alright, let's see what he gets.
Banshee! Banshee! Banshee!
Not letting the little guy have the advantage. I don't want to feel bad about it.
Let me just double check this ability here. Okay. All right. Let's play. Hold on, I gotta check this movement.
Finish him!
Get on. Get on.
I totally got a Mortal Kombat vibe from that. If that's what you intended, great. If not, you're welcome.
I just discovered today that the Killer Instinct game they made in 2013, Mick Gordon did the soundtrack.
Nice.
The guy that did Doom.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
3 attacks. Let's go. Bam. First attack. 13.
No.
18.
Yeah. Shoot my calculator.
9 bludgeoning. 15. Yeah. 17. Feel free to have that.
See?
He does not have magical fists. He just has big
Okay.
ones.
Open my alarm clock.
That's big ones.
I mean, it's what he's got.
It's 9 plus 7. Why do I keep opening my calendar? I'm so mad.
He's a Vatborn, so they're big unnaturals.
Yeah, fair.
It's just 13.
Alrighty, next up is Vinci.
You know what? I'm gonna slam twice.
Slam.
16?
16 hits, yeah.
15 bludgeoning. I'm gonna do it again. 21?
Yep.
8 bludgeoning.
For a total of 23. Well, you hit pretty hard, don't you?
I'm made of metal, yes. I've got good hydraulics, too.
Well, how about this? He's going to use his Relentless Strikes ability. And we'll see if that actually comes into play. First attack, 24. Where is it? If he would hit, 1 additional damage for each point he exceeds the target's AC. So, what is your AC?
10 is 14.
Your AC is 10?
No, AC is 14.
Oh,
So
I
it's-
flipped that. Yeah, so it's 10 additional damage. 29 bludgeoning, which again, you still have. So, that's something.
Dang, that's good.
Second attack. Oh,
Yeah, boy.
yeah, that's 7 more than previously, so that's 17.
I'm just gonna wait till the end here.
15, 22 bludgeoning. And his final attack is at... Wow, he just hit every single time. 26, so that's 12 additional damage. So 10, 22. Just... I mean, one thing that you note is that like, as he's hitting you, you're pretty sure he's stronger than you. That's the first thing that you definitely note at this point. And the second thing is he's having a freaking blast.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna take out my chainsaw hands and be like, I can do something really cool too. I've got my chainsaw fists.
All right, let's go. That's a hit.
You've got something he doesn't have, though.
It's true.
Wait, what's
I'm
that?
gonna
What's
do
that? What's
it.
that?
Nope.
Also a hit.
11 bludgeoning and 6 slashing.
Beautiful. All right, back to him. It would not make any sense if he did that, although it would be funny. Yeah, no. So I think he's just going to keep doing relentless strikes. 14. Exactly.
AC is 14.
14 bludgeoning, so feel free to have that. Second attack. Oh, right. Since it's exactly, there's no bonus damage there. 29. So this will be 27 total for that one. And last attack. 22. So 14 plus the 8 additional damage.
I gotta do mental maths for all of this. 73 minus, what's half of 14? 7?
7, yeah.
And the next one's 20 something?
27.
What's half of 27?
13.
Then, I just have to add the numbers on top, and it's mental math doesn't work after 9 p.m.
22 halved, so 11 for that last one. 11 is what you take. Already have it.
Mental math is not my forte. Like, I still have a calculator, but then adding the math of the AC difference, it's like, it was gone. I'm out of here.
It's so funny to me that that you guys all sort of like fade out towards the end of the game, and I'm just gearing up. I'm a night person. What can I say?
It's math. I can't do mental math after a certain time.
It's fair.
But
it's fair. Vinci.
I'm gonna ask about the ranges again because I never use them in any other thing I do. But range for the plasma cannon is 6180. Do I have to be 60 feet away for it to be not at disadvantage, or?
No. So if basically how it works is if they're 5 feet or more away from you, you're fine. But if they're beyond, if they are beyond 60 feet but not 180 feet, you have disadvantage. But because he's right in front of you, you have disadvantage because it's a ranged attack in that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. All right.
It's 100% doable.
I'm gonna be like, all right, check this out. I'm going to step up here, which will provoke an opportunity attack if he wants to be cheap.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I don't think... Yeah, Relentless Attacks applies still here. That's a hit, which means, because he has Sentinel, your movement speed is reduced to 0.
Ah, shucks.
So that is actually 23. Feel free to half it. And you did not, in fact, move. Sentinel's brutal.
Oh, I didn't move at all from where I was?
Yep.
So here.
Yeah, that's how Sentinel works. I'm afraid...
Big stinker. I'm going to slam him.
that is a hit. 15.
Yeah.
We slamming? No more punchies? Or are we just mixing it up?
Mixing it up, gotta keep him guessing.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the arena. You got to make it look good. All right, it's his go. And he is going to continue to relentlessly strike you. 15?
Yep.
10 total damage, because he got 1 additional damage. Second attack, 28. 12 plus 14, 26. And final attack, 20. This will be 6 additional damage for 21.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, if I try... Does Sentinel just work? Is that how that works?
He has to hit you. But
Can he hit me?
all things considered, he's pretty likely to.
You know what? I'm a plasma cannon.
You can always
care
just
if
do
it's
it anyways, yeah. Plus, you can do
It's
it
in-
twice if you want to. So if it doesn't work once, try again.
Got it in my chest.
Mm-hmm.
Flex and open up.
Mm-hmm. That is absolutely a hit, yeah.
Gonna make I'm gonna take damage too, I think. Creatures adjacent to the target make a DC 12 dex save. But he takes I guess I just roll it.
Yeah.
Fire. Do I have to make a dex save?
Yeah, you do. You are adjacent. To be fair, your shield will absolutely go off.
Will, because I didn't make it.
Yeah.
Boopity boop. Shield rebooting. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it again. I'm putting on a show by setting myself on fire.
Fireworks! Hit it again. Oh, that's too bad.
Red. Ah, poo.
18 fire.
18. Yeah,
That's,
I'm gonna make
that's not
another
bad.
deck.
That's another failure.
How much do I take? Oh, so I take the same amount. 18.
No, you take half as much, right? I think is what it says.
On a failure, they take half of the damage the target would. Okay. What's half of 18? 9?
9, yeah. Alrighty, so it's his go, and he's just going to fire off another barrage. As a bit of a... So if you click on your token, you have the red one as your temporary hit points. When you type that in, if you do plus instead of just typing it in, it should like add a bar. You see how you have the green bar, right, above your HP? Or above your token?
Oh, okay.
I'm 90% sure that works. I mean, if I'm wrong, sorry.
It added a plus to the number.
Oh, it's supposed to be before, not after.
That's
That's definitely a hit. So 23 total. Here, there's an easier way to do this. So if we just do this,
Ooh. It doubled it.
like that.
Ooh,
There you go.
Is that 12? Oh, I don't know how you did it, but GG.
Magic.
That's
I
my job.
Total?
total is 23, which you can feel free to have. 14.
Yeah.
No bonus, so 18 bludgeoning damage. 21. So 7 bonus, so 23 total bludgeoning damage, which you should have to 11. Yeah. He goes, "You're certainly surviving longer than the last few."
Yeah. How's he look like he's holding up?
Not stellar. Like, he's not about to fall over, but he's definitely taking damage. He's not. You would. You know what? Give me a perception check. Oh, so wisdom, and I will give you more information based on that. 8. He doesn't look good, but he doesn't look like he's about to keel over.
Ooh,
As best as you get. Cut him up.
24.
Absolutely.
9 bludge, 6 slashing. Where did my character should go? 22. 12 bludgeoning, 5 slashing. I'll say to him, "You're holding up longer than the last one did too." Good for you, bud.
Definitely out of breath, like, and surprised at this point. He goes, "You know, at the rate we're going, you might actually win this." 18, so that's total of 22, halved for 11. Second attack is at 12. It's a natural 1. So he automatically misses, except because of Relentless Strikes, he hits and he takes damage based on the armor class difference.
God, you're getting tired.
So he is now. That's where the shredding of his knuckles was coming in. So he takes some damage, and you take 12 bludgeoning. So half that. And that was 2? Was that 3? That was 2. One more. Oh, 29.
That's what we like to see.
So 15, so 23 total. Half it to 11, because a lot of things apparently half to 11 when you round down.
They really do, though.
All right, Vinci, it's your go. You're on. You're both looking pretty rough at this point.
I'm gonna slam him.
All right. Oh, hey, good thing you were repaired.
Right? 15?
Hit. He's just a guy in pants and a shirt and no shirt. This is nothing. Ooh,
18 bludge.
solid hit. See, now he's looking really bad.
I have an idea for my next turn as long as he doesn't do 52 damage.
Possible, but not guaranteed.
It's very possible.
As long as he doesn't hit
He's
me.
no longer using Relentless Strikes because he's so rough. He's so bad. He's like, okay, we're done with that. So it's just a normal attack, so no bonus damage.
Cool.
17 bludgeoning. He's not willing to risk that at this point. And then 10 more bludgeoning. Final attack. 21 for 8 bludgeoning. All of which are halved.
Excellent. So it would use, because I wanted to throw him across the ring, but that would be a full action, right?
So basically the way it works in 5th edition is it replaces one attack, not the full attack action. So you have 2 attacks, it'd be your first one.
Excellent. I'd like to yeet him away from me in a very beautiful, flourishy fashion.
All right, so there'll be an opposed. Let me double check this. I'm gonna have to actually bring this up. Hold on, I haven't done this in a while. Not since somebody in the Sunday game threw someone off a roof and then frickin' jumped down on them with a sword. It was kind of amazing.
That sounds kind of amazing.
More than one size larger than you. Contested against their strength athletics. So yeah, it's a contested strength athletics check.
Okay.
And we're going to modify it slightly for the ability to throw in. So go ahead and roll it. your strength athletics versus his, which is right here. This
So
is
if I'm doing, do I
technically
have,
something you're built for.
yeah. So this is
Athletics.
where's it? Athletics. Jeez,
Hey, you got him.
I like to see.
Freaking chucked him. Which
Oh,
direction you can throw him 15 feet in total. Just straight back?
Just this way, yeah. Put him right in the middle of the ring. Give him a show.
Right. So you want to go here or here? I don't know if you can see what I'm doing.
I can't see. Just
Here?
like right there, yeah. Excellent. And now I'm gonna plasma cannon him.
And he's not technically prone, so you can hit him with no disadvantage or anything. Just a normal
Yeah,
attack.
check this out.
Boom, bitch.
Bam, that's a hit.
Look at that.
Looks like
19
you need
fire.
Fire.
bro.
Oh. This guy is on his last legs. You brought him to one knee. And he's just like... It's not... Fine. Alright, he runs over to you and slams the ground on either side of you. Go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
Oh, pulling through, kind of maybe.
That's a success. You will take half damage. Which
Right.
you will then half because it's bludgeoning. So 12 halved, and 6.
No, that was fun. That was like a
It was like a nice little tremor. Like there are like dents in the ring now. But you're like, really? That's it?
I think you realigned one of my hydraulics. Thank you. That was very nice of you.
I guess that's back to you. It was supposed to work better.
Oh, I'm gonna slam him. And in the event that it would be like a killing blow, just like whatever gets him, knocks him down, it's just gonna be me pushing him over. Oh, 12 is pretty low.
That's actually a miss. That's the first time you've missed today.
19?
That'll hit.
17 bludgeoning?
That'll do it. Just it just knocks him backwards. He's like, well, damn. And he falls unconscious.
Hey!
Well, damn, I like it. I like it. Vengeance!
Oh, it was fun. I'm gonna carry him bridal style over to his corner and gently place him down and give him a little.
Well, well, that was an unbelievable show. But the winner is the challenger. Name, please.
This is Vinci.
Vinci! There's a chuckle from behind you.
Amazing. I'm the heavyweight champion of the universe. Defending
And
my title.
you hear like the as the shield like opens behind you, and she hops back into the ring, and she goes, "Would you like to come below with us to get fixed up?"
Oh my gosh, I would love to. I'm in bad shape. Thank you. Well, I gotta keep up the rules. Yeah, go, go, go.
Alrighty, so he was actually on that corner, but you can go on the same corner as him. It's up to you. They're just gonna lower him like
absolutely.
elevators, yeah. Just like
I'm just gonna carry him because the ground hurts, and I gotta
Oh, yeah,
keep
fair.
up the act that I'm doing good until no one can see us.
And she goes, like it's like starting to lower, and she goes, "And your friends?"
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look over like, come on, let's go. We're going on a journey.
I'll tell them to let them down. How's that?
Yeah, that works. So
I'm
I
not-
guess we're already moving down.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I'm not there to lower the shield, anyways.
I'm just gonna turn back to Ardent and say, "Hey, is this gonna get you in trouble if we go down early?"
Probably not. I think
Okay, let's go then.
both of you, not even both of you, it's because she didn't see Ardent with you. She only saw Rolly and B2.
Me too.
And B2 can't receive a psychic message, but Rolly can, which is part of the reason why she was looking at him like that. You get a psychic message that you're cleared to go below. Just go through the door in the back.
Okay.
Which
When
is like,
she's just watching, going, bye.
which is like just like a weird thing because this is only the second or third time you've like directly received a psychic message. You're just like, huh, weird. Yeah.
Weird's
That's-
like very normal in our lives, though.
Let's go back to this screen for the time being. As you guys are, as the two of you are heading towards the back to be able to head down, you see the like four insectoid fellows looking at you guys, like checking a data pad and like poking it repeatedly. But at this point, they don't do anything. They let you go down.
Okay.
You guys go through the door, and as you do, you see like a long hallway. To one side, there are stairs down, and to the other, it looks like a closet. But further on, it looks like small apartments. And you guys can go downstairs where you were told to go. They get there almost as soon as like you. So what happens is you come down on this little elevator, right? And you're in a small room. And she like steps out and opens up the door, and it like opens up to like this huge area that looks like training mats and stuff. And that's about when they come through or come down those stairs. You can get patched up over here, and she motions towards. It looks like a mechanic that's currently working on the Brawl bot, who's like, like just out of commission.
I'm still
I'm
holding
your biggest fan.
still holding this meat shield. Like, where do I put Meat Boy?
Right over there, and she points to what looks like a small hospital. Just like a room ripped straight out of a hospital in like this warehouse basement. It's kind of out of place, definitely noticeable.
It reminds me of in The Sims when, like Sims 4, you can just buy a room. So like just puts up a random room, and it's like, I gotta make this fit. It's kind of like that. I like it.
It's good. It's good. Yeah, you set him down. The person there sort of like looks at him and looks at you and goes, "Well, okay. Nice job.
Thank you.
I think if you want your winnings, you need to head and talk to the boss, probably.
Sick.
Which, from behind you, she goes, which you only got for winning, of course." And she's like just really laughing about it. You know, I've never seen anyone take him down with brute force before.
You know, it's a very powerful thing.
It's impressive.
I'm also made of metal, so it hurts extra good.
Well, to be fair, so is he. And she like motions at the Brawl bot. It's just, it just like if this was a show, the camera would like zoom in on the fist imprint in his chest. It's like,
Well, you know, it's not reinforced enough. Bad hydraulics. I've seen it before.
he'll be fine. He's lost before, and then she realizes you might not know which one that she's talking about. Both of them.
I would assume, since they're both down here. I did it in points to the fleshy one. I did this one. It was fun. I liked it. I set myself on fire, but you know what? It's for the show. You know? The theatrics.
So Vinci, was it?
Yeah, hi, I'm Vinci.
Why did you meet Ardent? Her demeanor sort of changes slightly from like happy and sort of like go lucky to like really.
So wait, is she like being kind of like sus about it, or like?
She genuinely seems curious where you guys met. Whether there's an ulterior motive, you got to give me an insight check, if you want.
Vinci's so good with people. I'll do an insight.
Which I believe is that wisdom? Wisdom?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would think wisdom would make sense, but I just have insight, so I don't.
Would I lie?
What?
Vinci's good with
Vinci's
people.
so good.
No,
He
you
knows
got
what
it.
the people like.
While she's being straightforward with her curiosity about why you guys are like how you guys met or where I should say, it it definitely seems like there's an ulterior motive to wanting to know. Like, beyond just, oh, cool, you met there.
I'm
Like,
trying to remember how we met.
like she's trying to get even more information out of it than it would normally give.
I'm trying to remember how exactly we met him.
It was the second planet. You guys hired him like as a taxi to take you off world.
Oh yeah.
Randomly met him technically.
And
We can't
then
drive.
stuff happened.
We can't drive, so he's kind of like our taxi. I don't know how to fly a ship. I know how to hit things. And I cannot hit a ship so hard that it flies forward. Unfortunately, I would love to try, but they told me I can't.
Someday, I'm sure with the rate you're going.
Thank you. No one else, if no one else said I could do it, so thank you.
Well, Ardent, it's been a long time since I saw you last. And he goes, well.
Inside check, were they lovers?
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Probably not. But maybe.
With anticipation of it, I start popping popcorn.
Well, I was kind of the pilot of a ship back then, and you needed somewhere to go. So when was that? When was that? She goes, right before you lied down and took the blame for something you didn't do.
What a good dude. You should kiss him.
Good dude.
Maybe he is. But instead of fighting the situation and bringing attention to a severe problem in the Alliance, like he could have and fully had the power to do, he took the blame for everything.
Ardent, you shouldn't do that. You're too good of a guy.
To be honest, I didn't think I'd win that argument, so I thought it best not to try. Like when Vinci had the chance to fight Madrix here. And he sort of heavily leans on the fake name, right?
Listen, I'm strong, but I'm not dumb, alright? I know my limits. I'm the heavyweight champion of the world, not the dumbest person in the universe, alright?
Universe.
I forget my words sometimes.
Yeah, if you want to be known as the dumbest in the universe, you got a lot of dumbing to do.
Well, it was eventually sorted, but it took a lot longer than it would have if you just said something, Ardent. Sometimes, I wonder if more people died because you didn't say anything.
I hand bowls of popcorn to Vinci and Rolly.
This drama is
Of course
tasty. The tension in the air makes the flavor much better.
Well,
I've got multiple knives to cut it with, though.
we should.
It's chopped corn.
So I pass the bowl to Rolly and then I knock it over and make a mess.
In a way, that makes sense. Well, we should probably give your friend Vinci here time to recover at least slightly. Don't worry, the mechanic here will repair you for free, and I can send word to the boss to get you your winnings.
I didn't think I won anything but a good time, so you know what? Thank you.
That's because I was the first one to win and you're the second. Of course, I was against Meatshield himself, just as you were. He was the champion at the time, so of course the winnings were greater.
He's big, he's fun.
Oh, trust me, he'll be fine.
His pride won't.
So if the two of you would like to come with me, and she motions towards Rolly and B2, and she goes, looks at Ardent and she goes, "I suppose you can come if you want, or you can stay with your friend here. It's up to you."
Do we trust her? I flat out like loudly say this to Ardent. I'm not hiding anything from her.
Absolutely. Just don't try to throw
Okay.
it.
Do I look like I could throw somebody who's twice as high as me?
Well, you could use that water jet thing of yours. I guess it's mostly alcohol the majority of the time, but I'm saying don't do that.
Oh, speaking of which, since you're apparently trustworthy, what's your favorite drink?
I, the DM, should have definitely looked up drinks at some point because I knew this was going to come again.
Pink drink.
I could use something a little sweet and a little spicy.
You should give her moonshine.
I never did describe her. I totally blanked it out. I really did. So she's wearing like these leather pants and this like leather like cut off sleeveless sort of shirt, and she's got long pink and neon green hair.
Nice.
She also has a
I don't know a sweet and spicy drink, but I make it.
she also has one of those like really cool studded belts where you'll see like the like metal studs, but they're all like different like gems. It doesn't look like they're like valuable or anything, but they're pretty. And just like around her waist. But yeah. And you handed the drink then?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, she drinks it down. Nods. Not bad. Not bad.
It's the best. Not just not bad, it's the best.
Well, I'm sure it is to someone. And see,
Alright, now I don't like her. And I roll back and next to Arden.
and she sort of like leans down and she like sort of like points above you, like, shaking her finger. She goes, and see, that's the thing. You can say anything's the best because everything is the best to someone.
I don't like you still.
That's fine. So Ardent was going to stay with Vinci unless Vinci says otherwise. Oh, she might have gotten up. So we can have the two of you head to her apartment, basically. Is where you're going, which is just in through the door and then at the end of the hall. So she lets you guys in, and
Sorry, Vinci had to pee. Had to change his oil.
fair. Ardent was going to stay with you unless you said otherwise, as you're getting your.
Oh, no, that's cool. We can talk about stuff. It'll be bonding.
Nice. Very cool. Yeah. So you guys are in her apartment, and she sort of looks at you guys, and she goes, "Well, if you're with Ardent, then you probably know exactly who I am."
Yes, we do, and we need your help.
Because I highly doubt
need
you would
your
come back
signature.
here without a goal.
You know what? I actually really, this place is appealing with all the shit we've been through, so once we're done becoming not space junk, I want to come back. So, we need a signature from you because you were the only person of rank that can sign these papers. Boop. That is not currently involved with the flesh-eating things. Whatever they were called. They're terrible. I don't like them. They killed Steve.
Did that become that big of a problem? I'd heard faint
You know
reports.
about them? It's a huge problem.
Well, I mean, I heard about Proxima Station. That's about it.
Proxima what?
Proxima Station. That's where you guys. That was like literally the first episode of Space Junk. Escape from Proxima
okay.
Station.
Yeah, that's where we are from, but because we didn't die and are labeled as dead, we're space junk. And we're too cool to be space junk, so we just need your signature. We'll trade task for signature.
Oh yes, I will be sure to ask you to do something. But first, she like literally like taps like right here on the top of your like dome, and she goes, "It's because you broke free of the chains of your programming and fought to survive.
Shh. We're smart robots.
Well, there are some that, even with personality chips, it never happens. And
Really? Because we've been putting personality chips in a lot of robots, and so far they've all been pretty cool.
But how
I
many?
mean, I really want to be a bartender.
But how many of
Don't.
them would go against their programming to survive? That's the key. That's the trigger. If it was an emergency on a space
No, I
station,
think most of them did because they voluntarily went on the ship.
it's possible. I'm not saying it's not.
My brain's like my computer brain is like replaying everything.
But in your case, you were likely told to wait in the rest and repair station or repair and recharge station, and you chose not to do that. Instead, you fled. You
We
Oh,
tried
yeah,
to
we did.
save people who
programming.
didn't care about us.
Well,
They're rude.
as Ardent may have mentioned before you came here, this is the best place for bots. This is a technomancy society. Some of them find that bots are the future and would rather be a bot than a person.
At least I want to come back.
I get it.
Riley, we've never had this conversation. Do you want to come back here when we're done with these signature shit?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you hate flashbacks, so I mean, this is like number 3 ideal thing for you to stay here or come back here. No offense, he hates your kind.
It's less that I hate them and more that I wish they were more like me, as in non-living.
Like I said, he hates your kind.
But I'm not stupid enough to start some when there ain't none.
This is very true. You don't want to mess with the Rolly.
I'm close to stupid enough, though. But I'm not stupid enough.
Fair. Well, do you want to wait for the others before we discuss the task I have for you?
Yeah, sometimes I forget to leave out important details. I mean, include important details. I accidentally leave out important details.
And so I take that as we'll wait.
Are you cool with waiting, Rolly? Are you still
Oh,
on
yeah.
my head? I don't know where you're at. I think you're still on my
Yes.
head.
All right, then we'll wait.
Here's another drink. I make her another sweet, spicy drink. Trying to get better.
All right, so would you like? I could tell you the problem with this one.
Yes, please.
So you're looking for the perfect balance of sweet and spicy. The problem is one would assume that that would mean the perfect balance of ingredients. But that's not the case. It takes a lot less spice to make something spicy than it does to make something sweet. Or a lot less than it does sweet to make something sweet. So you have to find that balance between the particular sweet ingredient that you're using and the spice ingredient that you're using.
My robot brain is going through this, like, ingredients equal exact amount.
Well,
I'll think on it. That's challenging. I can't taste things very well.
over
I can
the
smell them now.
over the course of probably the next 45 minutes, as that was probably 15 minutes that in and of itself, you guys continue to have occasional discussions and critiques of drinks. She also plays back a few of the matches that have happened, in the past, and continues to laugh anytime that a meat shield is beaten. But
Rightfully so, I feel.
You notice a pattern, though. He was a bot. Remember that he was beaten 3 times. Now 4. There are 3 videos of her beating him. She does at one point, probably really close to when Vinci's done being repaired, like get up, walk out for a minute, and come back, and then stick in like a DVD. That's Vinci's fight with him. Well, as for you and Ardent Vinci, over the course of that hour, I imagine you guys. I imagine he just sort of like sits like directly behind you on the floor, like leaning against the wall. Occasionally, just like.
Is he holding up?
You know,
Is this the rekindling of old romantic sparks and feelings?
I don't know if you actually said that, but he goes.
Absolutely, yeah.
He goes, no, honestly, I was hoping she wouldn't remember me. I don't
But
like,
you're so memorable.
I don't like getting lectured about my mistakes, okay?
Well, then you gotta learn better for the future so no one can lecture you again.
There's not to be done about it now.
Exactly, so let's not worry about it.
Alright. Well, I'll figure it out. So, after that hour of you being repaired and him slamming his head on the wall, it goes by. The two of you head back to her apartment, and I think you guys come in just for comedic sake. Like, you knock, and she says, "Come in," and the door opens just in time for you guys to see on like this huge TV screen, Vinci knock out Meat Shield.
Yeah,
I like this.
that's me. I'm famous.
You are famous. You are the
Look at the
heavyweight
highlight reel.
lifting champ of the universe.
Heck yeah.
I don't give titles out lightly.
I do.
Oh.
Everybody give me a
Okay,
perception check.
Uh-oh.
As the door is still open, by the way. You guys are standing in the doorway right now.
Oh, I saw the 18 and I thought that was my roll. It's not.
I'm rolling good tonight. Knock on wood.
Oh, mine was good. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Well, considering... Well, I don't know if you're still on... excuse me, B2's head. The two of you hear, as in B2 and Rolly, hear like
I'm distracted.
heavy footsteps coming down the hall, and the
Is it
familiar-
morning? Are we late?
the familiar voice go 4 times 4. And you see like his like Meat Shield's like big looming form like come around the corner, and he sees all of you and he goes, "I may not have brought enough pizza."
What did I eat pizza? It's what the humans would eat when I was doing the lifty things, and they would stop and be like, "Pizza," and I was like, "What's pizza?" And they didn't answer me.
Well, I got meat lovers and pepperoni, and this is vegetarian. What, did you want some?
Yeah.
I turn on my smell receptor and I come up and I smell each one of them. They all smell good.
All right, I can go get more pizza. Let me put them on the table. Just like
I said they all smell good.
he like sets them all on the table, and he's like, "Well, if everybody's eating, I got to get more, right?" And he points at Rolly. "Do you eat?"
I don't have a stomach.
Well, I mean,
I mean, technically, you guys can eat. So whether or not you do is a different story.
I'll pretend to like eat. I'll go through the motions for a slice of pizza as to not be impolite, but that's probably all.
I'll make a pizza flavored cocktail.
Put it in your blender and sort of have puree it. Oh, maybe that'll get this spicy, salty mix perfectly.
Oh, snap!
Maybe.
No, we won't make this one spicy sweet. That sounds disgusting. Ew, I want to vomit now in real life.
Mm. So, Madrix, do you know these guys? Uh, sort of. Come in. Be sure to close the door. Don't worry about getting more pizza for now. It'll be fine. Are you actually here to have a conversation with me, or are you here for an entirely different reason, Ardent? Well, technically we are here to have a conversation with you. I mean, you know.
The conversation, and I let her know what we're here for.
Yeah, you already told her. That's fine. But the rest of it, did you forget about the rest of it? And he smiles.
The flesh thing, she knows about them.
Oh, they want you back. Assuming we can help you finish your task here.
Oh, that part wasn't important.
Task. Oh. And he literally picks up like half the pizza and bites into it. You mean to kill that guy, right? Not exactly. We'll get to that in a minute. So, the Order of the Eldritch Spire did indeed agree to ally themselves with the Alliance if we could kill someone for them. And since I was the only one here and wasn't exactly in a position to communicate, I found myself allying Meat Shield here, and she pats on his shoulder. But even we wouldn't be enough for this particular task, so I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad we're here too.
I'm
Is the
glad.
person we're supposed to kill human?
Afraid not.
That's fine. I guess we're getting some out of this besides enjoyment, so.
So, given his particular penchant for magic, the individual we're supposed to kill finds himself teleporting away anytime that he is threatened, and then sending his troops to kill whoever threatened him. As you might imagine, that's a bit of a problem. We found that he has 3 emergency teleport locations around the city, but there were only 2 of us. So we couldn't be at all of them at once. Plus, we have to have someone, and she directly looks at Ardent at this point, to actually attack him to begin with. So if you're willing to help, and we actually kill this individual, the Order of the Eldritch Spire will join the Alliance, and we should have no problem with this flesh fiasco that you're discussing.
Well, we do kill Shitwell. Ardent's our reference.
Really, alls we need is to have people at each location to hit the man before he teleports away, and then someone at the next location to hit him again. If he only has, as I'm nearly positive he does, these 3 locations, instead of escaping, like he always does when the Order of the Eldritch Spire sends someone after him, he'll just be teleporting into another fight.
So who is this guy? Do we know him? Have we seen him? Do we like him?
His name is Akriz.
Oh, he's the crime lord dude. I thought he was the nice one. That's what I read in news. I mean, reports can't be lies.
You might be thinking of Oz Crit. He is human. But we have no reason to kill him.
Killer, but maybe I'm getting my names mixed up. They're the same. Don't judge me.
Maybe. But yes, Akriz is indeed the smuggler who finds it often useful for him to kill people, when usually it isn't necessary. Ardent sort of tilts his head. Usually. if you're willing to do this, we'll have to go at night. It doesn't have to be tonight, but we do have to go at night. And we'll have to all be ready for when he appears with us. Do you think...
Really? How antsy are you to kill shit?
On a scale of 1 to Rolly, I'm definitely at a full Rolly right now.
Vinci, you definitely had a taxing day and you kicked some ass. How ready are you to kill shit today?
That was my one. That was the, what do they call it? The appetizer.
Right.
You just read your appetite.
Oh, I gotta roll your actual recovery because it's a little different than normal for this particular facility. $34 hit points.
My shield doesn't recharge.
I don't believe it does. No.
Does it? It'll stay at 35.
Oh, it does recharge. You're right, because it recharges at when you get the recharge and repair resupply.
Ick.
Oh, the whole
Yeah, I'm
shebang.
good though.
Do I still have mute shield open? Yeah.
I checked my planetary clock. What time is it?
Currently it is 8:45 p.m. Just gonna give him like a normal. What would that be? 84. Coolio. I mean, it'd probably be fine, but I could definitely use a little bit more healing. I know there's the clinic that I can step into.
We can wait till tomorrow night then. I mean, I'm excited to explore this planet. This might be my future home. Need to stake my real estate.
That's fair. We can definitely wait till tomorrow. I think my ears are still ringing. That's
Sorry
fine.
about that.
It's fine. You know, I don't think the boss would like me helping you guys now that I think about it. But that's fine.
You know?
So, humans got that thing, or like the humanoids, the fleshies, they got that thing called free will. So I feel like you can do whatever you want. If he doesn't like it, it's a little baby.
The only reason he tolerates me is because I fight in the ring. And the only one whose head he can't get into. He said it's a brick.
Like one, so yeah, I believe it.
See him in the morning, so
Well, we'd have to do it at night. But you can definitely take the night to rest. You can get fully repaired, Vinci. It might be best to do that because even though he's going to be teleporting away every time, he's also got a whole contingent of forces to leave behind when he does.
and last time we went to fight, we did not get repair tokens, so we should go find repair tokens. Because we don't have any. We never bought any more.
So, Ardent speaks up and goes, so to be clear, what you want me to do is just shoot this man? To get him to trigger a teleport to each of you. Right? Well, yeah, that seems to be the plan. I think that's the best plan. I mean, unless someone else is particularly good with long-range weaponry.
I don't claim that honor.
Wait, what?
Unless someone
I've
else
got
is particularly good.
I've got a plasma cannon.
But you
That
also
was
smash
cool.
it.
That's true.
Yes, but
I think we need to smash it.
I think I'm also faster than most of you, and that's probably part of the trick, isn't it? Helix. Meatshield bites into another pizza, and he's like, "Oh, is that your name? Okay." Weird name.
He just learned Vinci's name.
No, he just learned Helix's real name because she's been going by Madrix the whole time.
Oh.
Mm.
Sorry if we blew your cover.
No, it's fine. I trust him. Like he said, boss can't get into his head. They said it was something went wrong with the vat when he was being... I don't remember the terms they used. Gestated or something? He sort
That
of...
sounds dirty.
He laughs again. He goes, that's why I'm kind of dumb. More dumb than normal. That's okay.
I don't think you're dumb, but I just met you.
That's okay. Don't have to be smart to punch.
Don't I know it?
Well, there's an empty apartment across the way that you guys can rest in if you'd like. We'll reconvene here, sundown tomorrow.
Sure.
Now, at that note, given the time, do we want to extend this out into a second episode?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's probably better to do that, yeah. That took a little bit longer than I expected, so I'll definitely change the title on YouTube. And I think that's probably a great place to wrap it up because you guys got to jump in the Fight Club, have a bit of fun. There's a lot of RP. Upgrades were had. Crystal stabby doohickeys are had.
Yeah.
Karaoke party thanks to Merlin's suggestion.
Yeah, that literally happened thanks to you, Merlin. And it'll be fun to see if the rest of that comes into play. Because that's going to be a good time. Well,
yeah.
Let's see who we can drop in on today. I swear, sometimes I feel like I follow too many people. Well, I guess there's only one option. Let's drop in on Pure. He's a good friend of mine.
You only have one option. Did hell freeze over? I'm concerned.
One person I feel like I know well enough to raid. The rest of them I'm like, I know you, but I don't really know you. Anyway, let's raid Pure. I would really appreciate it if you guys would join me for a raid. Just say hi to Pure. He's currently playing old school RuneScape. And we can just, drop in potato raid, wave, all your waves, all your hypes. Yay. Or what have you. I hope to be back on Tuesday. Never mind, that's my birthday stream. Holy heck, I got my times all mixed up.
Is it already so? Oh my god.
Which
that's crazy. It's already here.
This has not been announced on the stream. There was a change of plans with the birthday stream because 6 out of the 8 games I could not get to work, no matter how hard I tried. We're actually going to be doing party games, and I'll just be playing Impossible Creatures until people show up. So if anybody is interested in that, send me a message and let me know about what time you're going to be able to show up and what games you're interested in. That's open to just about everyone, so just send me a message.
That Tuesday?
Yep, next Tuesday.
Excellent.
I will talk to you guys next time. Have a fantastic evening, everyone.
Bye.
Right.